What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize, right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart, okay? It's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam, okay? I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask to interview Tommy.
In all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face. I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No,
especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume, Drunk. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh, God, I see what you did there. You son. I like saggy melon.
Oh, there you go.
But like, it just
hard at work.
This
is hard at work.
Messed up
Where's
now.
your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chase it off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh wow.
I'm at work. You see, I'm working. I'm trying to
get
end
ready.
The night.
Get ready for the
live now. While I'm trying to get my.
There's a reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you were about to get canceled. You already know. I'm not the one.
I already hold. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. I'm listen. I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want.
No,
you don't.
I don't know.
You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke. You do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting at work, and she's stalking.
Doing a lot of texting at work, damn right, because this is my job.
No,
my job while we're talking. So
you know what
multitasking.
You know what the reality is. She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Yes, Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God. All right. Restart the stream. Restart. Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Hello? Max is supposed to be hosting this. I don't know what happened. That's weird. I guess I'm hosting this one. I don't know. I'm here doing things. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Hi. Just figured I would stop by for a little bit. Just had some things I wanted to say, and I pretty much am free to do whatever I want. So here I am talking to all of you because I have nothing else better to do with my time. Plus, I like doing this. So hey, if I have the time, I'm here. So here we are. Why am I gonna send you a link? You don't need. Aren't you taking a break? Aren't you on a hiatus? Aren't you on a hiatus? Melons? You can't be like, you can't be like being like, oh, I'm taking a break, and then you just come back immediately. That's like, who the hell does that shit? Who does that shit? That's so lame. No, but in all seriousness, I figured I'd be talking about boycotting Black Adam and why it's stupid. for a number of reasons, actually. Mostly to do with the fact that some people think that boycotting this is going to restore the Snyderverse when it's not. It's actually going to be detrimental to getting anything else with that. Mainly because, ultimately, if you boycott Black Adam, you are basically telling the world, I want DC to fail and reboot. And I don't want DC to reboot. I'd like to continue with this cast of characters. Do something with it. Don't reboot it. Don't throw everything away. Let's continue with it. Let's actually do something with it. And if you boycott Black Adam and you don't go see it in theaters, which is totally your choice, even if I think it's stupid, you're basically telling the world, I don't want to see more Superman. I don't want to see new characters enter DC. I don't want to see new characters like Hawkman or Dr. Fate. I want the same old Batman shit. Again, and 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 again. So, why do you want to boycott again? Oh, because Zack Snyder's name isn't attached to it? Well, again, good luck with that, because you do it this way, you're not getting jack shit. You know? You're not getting jack shit. So, really consider what you're doing. I mean, listen, people are going to put their money where their mouth is, right? Spend your money how you want to spend your money. I'm never going to tell somebody how to spend their money or not. But this is not Justice League. This is not anything else. This is Black Adam. This is a unique situation, a unique movie unto itself, a new era starter for DC. So let's try and actually, be supportive of this and really try and give it a fair shake. If the movie sucks, the movie sucks, but goddamn, at least let's try and support it just to see if we get more cool stuff. I'd like to see more cool stuff with DC. I don't want things to just sputter out from here and us to get our 20th reboot of DC. It's I really would like to see this movie be successful, because even if the movie sucks, which I don't think it's going to, I think it's going to be exactly what it needs to be. I think it'll be perfectly fine. It seems to be listen, they're listening to fans. Don't you guys like it when people listen to fans? Don't you want to support more of that? I thought everyone's like, Hollywood doesn't listen to the fans. Here you go. They're listening to fans. Go support it. Go show them that it actually matters when they listen to consumers. Or, again, you're going to get more cases where they don't do that stuff. Because, again, you didn't show up where it mattered. So, mostly, Michelle, honestly, the reason being is that a lot of them think that if they support this, it means that DC is going to, wipe away the Snyderverse. Which makes no sense to me, because this is almost a continuation of that. They're continuing certain characters. So again, why would you not want to support this? You're getting more. It'd be like if I said, I'm going to boycott, let's see. This would be like if a Star Wars movie, let's say The Mandalorian came out, and I boycotted that because I thought it was going to erase the sequel trilogy. No. Stupid shit. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I don't know. I just think it's dumb. I think it's dumb. Don't boycott. Don't boycott it. Oh, God. Aren't you on a break? Aren't you retired?
What?
Hiatus.
Who?
Hello?
What are you talking about?
You. I thought you were on a break.
Break from what?
I'm on a hiatus. I'm sad.
Who said all that? I said I'm on a hiatus with a heart. How does that mean I'm sad, bro?
I'm on a hiatus.
Are you all right?
I'm sad. I'm
Who said
saggy melons. I'm taking a break. I can't deal with this no more. I don't want to stream no more.
Who said all that?
You did.
I did. Where? Where did I say that?
You said that on Twitter.
I said
I'm
on
vacation.
I'm
on a hiatus. I'm leaving.
Yeah, but where did I say I'm sad? I'm quitting. I'm doing all that shit. RJ, what are you talking about? You're the one who did a whole ass stream talking about I'm retiring. I don't have time for this anymore, and here you are. So what are you talking about?
Because I had time today. It's one of the rare
So you're not
times I had
retired.
time.
So you're not retired.
I mean, it's technically retirement still.
It's not retirement if you're still working, bro.
It's retirement if you don't treat this like a job anymore. You used to do it casually.
Bro, what are you talking about? You weren't treating it like a job before either. You weren't getting paid.
I am getting paid.
By who?
The bank.
To do this? You're getting paid right
Yeah.
now? You're hourly? You're on the clock?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Anyway, what are we talking about? Boycotting.
Yeah,
Black
we're talking
Adam's
about
dumb?
why you're dumb for boycotting Black Adam.
How's your boycott? I'm choosing not to see a movie.
Well, I'm mostly calling out like the Snyder fans who think that boycotting it's going to mean that they save Snyderverse when no, it's actually going to kill it.
Didn't they say they were going to boycott it because they had 2 seconds of Joss Whedon singing it?
Initially, yes, but then they changed that, and now they're boycotting it again because they don't want to see Justice League Superman.
Are they? I'm not going to say it because this is Max's thing.
Yeah, no gamer words here. No gamer words. I'm not trying to start drama. I'm actually in agreement with Syl and those guys. These idiots trying to boycott this movie are fucking stupid. I actually agree with Syl on this one. These guys are stupid.
Really? Considering most of the people who were saying it the first time were part of his community, so.
Well, no, not this time. They're going against some of the members of their community saying that they should boycott this movie. So I applaud that. I agree. Don't boycott this movie.
Still doesn't want to boycott it because he's trying to get that push for the Suicide Squad in November on my birthday.
Well, what does the apple have to do with the orange?
I'm saying some people don't want to rock the boat. The boat was rocked enough already, a little bit, right? They don't want to rock it anymore. So, of course they won't.
See, Max is calling you out, Saggy, saying Saggy is a boycotter too.
No. I'm just choosing not to see the movie for whatever reason. I don't want to personally see the movie. Am I asking other people to do it?
What's your personal reason?
The Rock caters to bullies.
No, he didn't.
He did.
He listened to fans. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, he listened to bullies. Okay, I'm a fan. Put that 2 seconds back in the movie. Is he going to do it? No.
It was in a trailer. It's not in the movie. So it didn't matter anyway. It was just marketing.
I'm just saying. Never give in to the mob.
You give in to the mob.
But either way, again, what does my personal reasons for not going to see a goddamn movie have to do with anyone else? A boycott is when you're asking other people to get involved to do it with you. I'm just saying I'm boycotting it for myself. I'm not going to see it because of my reasons.
Well, I wouldn't call yours a boycott. I would call yours a personal decision. You're not trying to manipulate a group of people into not supporting something.
Yeah, I don't care if people want to see a movie. I don't want to see, I don't know when that impacted my daily life where I'm supposed to give a shit. But anyone who boycotts something, and here's the thing though, right? People who cry and scream boycotts, they don't follow through, right? So when I say I'm boycotting something, if I say I'm not supporting something, I stand to it. I don't have to talk about it all the time. Guys, I'm not doing this thing anymore. People ask me, are you going to see Black Adam? I say, no, I don't have any interest in seeing Black Adam. Why? Well, because of this reason. Well, that's a stupid reason. Fair enough, but it's my reason. Why the fuck do you care? Is my one lack of viewing the Black Adam going to affect box office sales that much? Probably not. Definitely not. So who cares? Most of these people cry and boycott, they'll still see the movie.
Yeah. Star Everyone says hello. David here saying you can now use music from artists like Dua Lipa and Coldplay on YouTube. Really?
Yeah, but they take a cut. They take a cut now. Yeah, they're gonna start doing that.
That's stupid.
I mean, it's not stupid. I'd rather share the revenue than have channel struck.
I mean, true, but how much do they get is the question.
I mean, I think it's split. I don't know.
That boy 22 says most people who say they're boycotting weren't going to see it anyway.
I mean, in certain situations, I would agree with you, but these are DC fans. They're gonna see it anyways. They're gonna see it They're gonna see it either way, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I'll just say this: if they don't go and see it, it's their own fault. When shit goes crazy and things fall apart, it's their fault. So
no, they don't care.
No, I mean, serious though. It's their listen. If they reboot because this movie fails, it's their fault, 100%. This is this is it. This is it.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Okay. So everyone, Snyder fans, big thing, right? Henry Cavill. Okay, cool. So again, they're gonna see it one way or the other because all of those people, right? All these Snyder fans, they still all saw Justice League, right? They all saw the movie. So I mean, they're gonna see it regardless. This boycott shit is because they got Rock to do something, right? This is what they did last time, right? They got somebody big to do something. It worked. Now they want more, okay? They got Rock to take out that 2-second clip out of the trailer, right? That means, hey, we got the Rock's attention. What else can we do now? Oh, we got to go further. Make sure it's not Justice League Superman. We got to make sure it's Zack's Superman. It's still fucking Superman. It's still fucking Henry Cavill.
Well, they can't
Holy
define
shit.
what. Well, the thing is, they can't define what it is. How do you define what's a Justice League Superman versus a Zack Superman? It's purely subjective.
Right.
There's
Basically,
no,
what
clear
they're
definition.
doing. Okay. Can you highlight Snyder Steppenwolf's comment, please? Okay, darling, I love you, but this is
Wait, hold
like
on. I'm gonna put you full screen.
Okay, okay, I gotta do it. Darling, I love you, but if you feel upset when I say Snyder fans, and I'm not talking about you, and you're not this type of person, it's not towards you. It is a generalization to the Snyder fans that are acting like this. So please, I love you. Please do not take it like I'm talking about you. We are talking about the people who are actually doing this. Thank you. You can take me off this full screen. That was very weird. I don't like being full screen. I came here to help our day. This would have been boring stream without me, I'll tell you.
It would have been boring.
It would have been boring. You're boring.
It was a good morning stream. Fuck off.
Bitch, morning for who? It's noon for me. It's noon for most people.
Yeah, it's typically when you wake up first.
Yeah, Snyder Steppenwolf, you don't gotta thank me. You know you're not one of the bad eggs. You know. You guys all know when you're not part of the problem. It's the people who are, the ones that are screaming, Rock gave us what we want. You know what it is they want 100% without a doubt confirmation that Zack Snyder's Justice League is canon. That's what they want. That's what they want The Rock to confirm. Is Zack's Justice League story canon? Honestly, I feel like after The Flash, the Justice League, both versions are going to be gone. They're going to redo Justice League.
Oh, you're saying both versions.
Oh, both versions are
Throw
gone. Both versions
away.
are not going to be canon. Oh, they're both getting tossed in the trash. Yes, both of them getting tossed in the trash. Not tossed in the trash because Zack's version does not go in the trash. Zack's version goes in the Disney vault.
Yeah.
All the other classic awesome
Disney
stuff.
just recast Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross. They're a bunch of hypocrites. Why don't they have the same energy towards Black Panther?
I'm okay. Guys, I'm okay with what they're doing with Chitala right now. Right now, I'm okay.
I get why some people are going to say it's hypocritical though, because one actor died, you recast. One actor dies, you don't recast. I kind of understand. I can't really debate that or really say you're wrong for feeling that way. Because it is a double standard. It's William Hurt died. We're going to cast Harrison Ford.
It's Marvel.
Chadwick dies. We don't recast.
Okay, right. So here's the thing. I think Disney owns these properties, right? But they own Marvel. But that doesn't mean the people that are involved aren't still have their differences of how they handle the properties that they're working with, right? Because I understand. Like I said, I don't know who Thunderbolt Ross is. Sorry, I wasn't a big.
It was the general William Hurt. He was in the Hulk movies, remember? And he was also in Civil War and Infinity War.
I didn't watch the Hulk movies. I didn't like the Hulk movies. I won't lie.
You saw Civil War, right?
I did see Civil War.
Okay.
I don't know the actors' names.
Hold on.
I don't know all the actors' names unless they're made cast. Sorry, I'm that person. But I will say this. I don't think it's a big deal for them not to recast T'Challa.
Remember?
Who?
This guy?
Oh, I barely fucking know this.
Well, yeah. It's
Oh, okay,
yeah.
General.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I know who it is. I know the character. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Harrison Ford also. I mean,
Well, people are saying like, why is it that you recast this character when someone dies, but not T'Challa? That's what.
if y'all make it because he's black, I swear to God, people are getting smacked. Because listen, like, how many how many actors have played General Ross?
Thus far, two.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But
Because
okay,
Sam Elliott played him in 2003, and then William Hurt played him.
T'Challa on the big screen was cast by Chadwick Boseman. Again, I think it's also a respect thing because he was terminally ill. He was dying, and he still showed up on set every day and did a movie. Nobody knew publicly, like not a lot of people knew. I think maybe some people might know, but it wasn't publicly known that like Chadwick was sick. People thought he was on drugs. That's how bad. That's how secret his condition was to the public. That when people saw pictures of Chadwick being thin and looking very sick because he was doing chemo, he was doing treatment, right, and he was dying. No one knew, right? So when it came out that he died from cancer, we're like, bitch, when did he have cancer? That was my reaction. Like, when did this man have cancer? Right? And then you go back, like, when was he diagnosed? He was fighting cancer while he was still shooting a movie for all of us to enjoy, right? He put in a lot into that character. Now, I'm not saying he owns that character, but considering they had plans for him with another movie, right? He was supposed to do this role for probably for as long as, you know, his contract was going. He probably was going to do a few movies and a lot of Black Panther stuff, right? But he died. So I think it was a respect thing with all of the people that worked on, you know, Black Panther, the cast, everybody who was really like saddened that he died, obviously, but like also the respect that he put in that work, as sick as he was, still made that movie, you know, still did his job to entertain us, and it's a respect thing. You know,
Cyrus Steppenwood here says, but they killed off T'Challa in the sequel. How's it honoring Chadwick when his own family has supported recast T'Challa?
Right. Well, again, I don't mind. Like I said, it's not like it's gonna stay recasting because it like not recasting. It's not like it's gonna stay this way. Don't forget, guys. We have right now in Marvel, for some reason, we're doing multiverses, timelines. Anything can happen. That's why the multiverse is been created. Like I know a lot of people out there I've talked to, they're like, "Oh, I hate this multiverse thing." I'm like, "But why?" Because it keeps these characters alive forever and explains in the most logical way, I guess, why all these characters are still in existence and why different people are this different things. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not like they're not going to recast the future. Just for this movie, they wanted to do it with the storyline of T'Challa's gone. I mean, Iron Man's dead. Captain America's gone. Steve Rogers. Like, it's not that far-fetched. You know, they already killed off characters that aren't even supposed to be dead yet. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
You want to laugh at some dumb tweets?
Oh my God, yes. Let's laugh at some dumb tweets.
All right, this is from Snyder Cultist Archive, who's sharing this. This is from Ahmed Tamur, who says, Ben isn't coming back, and I hope Henry Cavill soon gets fired. Fuck Henry Cavill, that traitorous snake.
For what? What did Henry Cavill do? See, this is why I don't understand.
Dear The Rock, please restore Snyder Swamps canon if you care about the fans, and fuck Henry Cavill, that greedy snake who betrayed us. LMAO.
But why?
Well,
like,
Henry betrayed them because he put on the colorful suit and not the black and white suit.
Again, people. It's a fucking job. It's a job. Do you go to your fucking local Starbucks and like yell at the friggin' employees to like make a specific drink just for fucking you? Like, I want my
This
own
is the best one
specialized
right here.
drink.
This best right here. Superman belongs to Zack Snyder.
How? How?
He
How?
owns the character now. He owns it.
And
It's
y'all
not-
wonder why I go at some of the, and I'm gonna say it just for Snyder Stepping Wolf, because I know he y'all hate when I generalize, but this is why I go at these people the way I do, because the stupid shit that comes out their mouth. Like, are you
Can you-
serious? Zack
can you
Snyder owns
read,
Superman?
read this one, please. Just read this
Do
one.
I have to? Which one?
Yes. Well, the top one is okay. I'll read the first one, but it's just a cameo. Let's wait and see what happens after. Hopefully, there's a sequel for him. And there, read the second part, the funny one.
Hold on. I gotta read this in the voice that I feel like these people sound like. You know how people say we sound like certain ways. Hold on. Hold on. Let me clear my throat. Hold on. Here we go.
Superman murders babies, sexually assaults women, and eats human flesh. Cavill fans, it's just a cameo. Let's wait and see what happens. Happily, I sequel for him and get laid when I turn 40 this year.
But why are these dude? Shouldn't this be something to be happy about? Why are these people doing this?
Because they want attention. It's attention. I don't even think they believe half the shit that comes out their mouths.
But how can you say Henry Cavill betrayed you because he's in Black Adam? Didn't
Oh,
you
no,
guys
Henry-
want him in Black Adam?
Oh no, Henry Cavill's doing a job that he's getting paid to do. How dare he? How dare he get to work? How dare he? How dare he do the things that we don't want him to do? Oh my god,
I'm
we
just
totally pay his
saying,
bills.
these people are fucking insane.
It's
I don't get it.
crazy.
I just don't get it.
It's like I said, it's like Hamina said, SJWs. This is literally what they do. Is they make up shit
Are
to be
these
angry about.
SJWs though? Let's be fair. Are
Yes,
these really SJWs?
yes,
I don't know.
yes.
I don't think they're SJWs.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. RJ, from a former SJW, this is literally how we think. Okay, we think that we are fighting for something good, right? A moral cause, like a moral high ground that we have, and then we'll fight for it in a way that's we're just now fabricating things, right? We're fabricating stupid things to be mad about. When I fight for moral high grounds now, I at least have facts to back it up. Okay, I have facts to back it up, and it's nothing to do with petty stuff.
Look at this shit. This guy's whole Twitter account is a Riverne guy. Irfan said, "No cap. If you're getting hyped over this post-credit scene, so Superman fans are so hungry for content that their expectations are lower than low. That's what it's about. Whedon set the bar so low that any fully visible Superman without CGI issues is a win for them. Black Adam is not #Snyderverse."
Okay, so
Rats.
somebody in the chat
Oh,
says
here we
nothing
go.
wrong with SJWs. Wait a minute, hold on real quick before you get to that. Somebody in the chat says there's nothing wrong with SJWs. I'm sure it's a troll, but the reason why SJWs are frowned upon is because they are all about cancel culture. They are all about canceling things that they don't agree with. If they are against you, chances are cancellation is coming. You want to know something interesting too, right? I want to say this real quick. So the other day I noticed, after all that craziness that me and you've been doing, going through with all the stuff with Syl and stuff, I have a bot that tells me if people unfollow me or if they get suspended or whatever. Tell me why 5 of our friends got suspended at the same time.
Oh,
Twitter.
I can actually. I can. So for me, 12 of my followers were all suspended at once. Twitter did a massive suspension wave of any accounts that they consider to be spam. Eddie got hit. Phil got hit. Superwise got hit. K-Dots.
But why is that? Why do they get considered spam? What was spam about their accounts?
They got falsely marked as spam. I don't know why. Maybe because they retweet too much. I don't know.
I think we know what happened.
You tell me.
I think certain people started going on that whole cancellation train, started going around false flagging people. Wouldn't be surprised. But anyways,
yeah, okay, that's an interesting theory. So this is your favorite person in the world, Saggy, your sister from another mother,
yeah, right.
Joe Costella. This right here is why I'm not paying to watch Black Adam at the theater. She circled the names Toby Emmerich, and Walter Amada and Jeff Johns. Because their names are on the movie because they're executive producers. And
Okay,
she says,
well.
it's funny how some people got so triggered about what I do or do not do with my fucking money and time, LOL. By the way, it's obvious that Dave is not the subject, but his name is in the middle. Let's be explaining. Please don't comment because you know nothing. So, boy, oh my god, these people. Isn't Walter Hamada out? Isn't Toby Emmerich out? Why are you haunted by ghosts? They're gone. These people are gone. They're gone. Oh my
Wasn't this like the what? So wait, I maybe you know the answer to this because I don't. But like, so were they already signed on to be involved with Black Adam before everything was said and done?
Yeah, because they were in charge of the company at the time that the movie was being made. Of course.
Okay, so of course, so they got credit for what they took handed in their final act as being involved, and so who cares? It's over. If they were involved, they have to get credit.
Like next week, Hamada's like leaving the next couple weeks.
Right. So again, it's like they don't understand how things work. They don't understand how businesses operate. If you took part in a project, right, but you're leaving after that project, you still have to get credit for what you took part in. That's the point. So who cares? They did what they did involving this movie. They had to get their credit, and now they're gone. Simple as that.
Jeff Johns is an SJW who cancels others. Who would he cancel? I mean, I guess
that's what I mean.
Ray Fisher. I know somebody I know the whole Ray Fisher thing, but fucking hell, man.
I wouldn't say.
You know, here's the thing, real quick. You know that we live in clown world, where I actually agree with Skywalker the Jedi. He's 100% right.
What did he say?
He's saying that is Zach to blame for Wonder Woman 84 in the Suicide Squad because his name was on that. Basically, he's saying these people are just there in name only. They weren't involved with the movie, so stop being a little bitch. That's what he's telling Joe Costello. I agree.
Yeah,
like for once,
Skywalker's finally making sense. It's like, all right,
he's speaking facts here. This is logical.
That is true. That's actually true.
This is a good tweet. This is good. It's just like shit, man. I don't know.
But see, that's the thing that I think is funny, right? Because that's the thing that's interesting. That there's sometimes with these people who we are fighting with, like we agree with them. We agree with them on some things, right? But then all of a sudden, when we don't agree, it's the end of world. It's the end of days.
Remember, say you tried to deplatform someone and cancel them. So
apparently, I don't want anyone to deplatform. I just want people to do better. It's not deplatforming. I don't give a shit. I want everyone to be successful, but I just want people to be successful and then not do their fuckery. That's all. God forbid. God forbid. But in my point of being is for the most part, I'm glad that they're speaking out against that because it's fucking dumb. It's literally the most dumbest thing, regardless of my personal feelings towards that group of people. I support them calling that out because it's stupid. It's literally stupid. And honestly, and it's funny too, because I you know what I wish they'd call her out on is the whole, anyone who supports James Gunn supports a P word.
Well, they're never gonna do that because some of them actually do agree with that. So
I mean, hey, Zach is friends with him. You don't support Zack Snyder. Zach is friends with James Gunn. I don't understand.
Hold on.
That logic is weird.
What is this shit? Jeff Johns and Kevin Feige came from Richard Donner's School for Boys. The Bright, come on, dude, fuck off with that shit. Trying to insinuate that people touch kids. Come on, fuck off.
I mean, there's a problem with Hollywood.
Oh my god, did Robbie Coltrane die? You better be. Oh, Rishi. Holy shit, you better be joking. Fuck!
What happened?
Hagrid passed away.
Really?
Yeah, he passed away this morning at the age of 72. This just happened.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hagrid passed away at the age of 72.
Oh,
Robbie
that's
Coltrane.
so sad. Oh that's really sad, actually.
Yeah.
God damn. We're losing a lot of fucking people, man.
There's something I want to play though, because I remember when he said this shit like is so beautiful. Yeah, like if you guys remember when they did the Harry Potter documentary, you guys got this from last year. This is what Robbie.
Damn, he was 72.
Yeah, listen to this because this is really poignant and important.
I just think it's an end of an year. I just think.
Yeah, that's like really sad. You know, he knew like
that's
he knew he was
sad.
getting old. He said, "Listen, 50 years from now, people will still be watching these movies and know Hagrid." So,
I'm actually like tearing up. That's actually really sad because like his performance, like his performance was so good as Hagrid. Like he was funny
Heart
when he
and
needed to
soul
be,
of
but
movies.
he was. Oh man, like yeah, that's so sad, man. I mean, 72. You know, we weren't going to keep him forever, but still, it's still sad to see a actor who put on a really great performance. You know, but that's the best thing about being an actor is like even though you're gone, your legacy, like what you've done, will be forever, always existing. You know, and that's the beauty of it is that he's right. Like even though he won't be here, you know, people will remember him because he was Hagrid. So, and to be honest, kind of glad that the fucking Harry Potter story's kind of over, except for like going back in time stuff, like you know the past stuff. Because man, you know, I couldn't see anyone else being Hagrid moving forward because he really did a really good job.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it's just really sad because this is like I grew up watching Harry Potter all the time. It's like everyone loved Hagrid. You know, Hagrid was just like the childhood right there.
Oh, dude, if they ever killed Hagrid in the movies, I would have freaking raged. I would have freaking went to J.K. Rowling's house and been like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah. Saying Hagrid was my favorite character in Harry Potter who was so underrated and underappreciated.
Yeah,
So,
that's actually really sad.
Yeah.
It's actually really sad. Oh, man. That's sad. Ugh.
I know, it's kind of like hard to transition to talk about anything else.
Oh, man. Oh, it's so sad when people die. Like, no matter how, I mean, it's sad when people die, no matter how old they are. It's always sad, but it's like, 72. He still had a few more years.
Well, I remember, like I said earlier this year, he said, 50 years from now, I'm not going to be here, but Hagrid will. You know, like, to your point, he knew that, listen, I'm going to pass away pretty soon because I'm getting old, but
Bro, I mean,
I'm going to live on with
obviously.
Hagrid.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, Robin Williams still lives on, you know, all these people still live on. I still listen to Chester Bennington, Linkin Park, like all these people. Like I said, that's the thing about being an entertainer or an artist or an actor is like your work will always live on even when you're gone. So it's the best thing.
Yeah.
Why is everyone mad at the alien dude? The alien dude has a right to have his
Because he's
opinion.
insinuating that people are pedophiles. Probably just gonna time him out. Yeah.
Yeah, can we not do that? Like, you have no proof of that. Can we stop?
Let's see. Did you watch the final episode of She-Hulk?
I did. I was actually disappointed.
Oh, really? You too. People are getting on my ass for not liking it, but I didn't like it either.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I was actually kind of disappointed because, like, the last episode before that was, like, fire, in my opinion. And then this episode was kind of just like, I get what they were trying to do. Like, I think it's kind of funny is, like, at the end, if you didn't understand that they were trying to, like, take shots at everybody who criticizes things like that. Like, it was, like, a very
Well, the
weird...
villains of the show were neurotic and geeks and gamers. They were the
I don't
villains
think
of the
they were
show.
specifically those people.
Well,
I think
people who talk like that, though, were. Like, the trolls were the villains.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the message that they were going for, but the ending of it was kind of just like...
Did you love how they
Yeah.
basically said, like, the whole show was, like, bad, so let's fix it by rewriting the episode?
Yeah,
Like,
it was like the big hype up. I was really disappointed. I mean, the way they did it, and then when they were like, "We're gonna go meet Kevin," and then it was like the robot thing, and I was like, "Why couldn't y'all just get Kevin Feige? You guys could have just got Kevin Feige in that scene. Like, I would have been more happier to see
I like
Kevin
Ray's
Feige."
comment here. Jen was moving a little too fast, in my opinion. Her and Matt boned once. Now he's invited to the family barbecue.
Yeah. Listen. Sometimes some women like to move fast. Like, hey, we banged once. Meet my family.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though, right? Did you? Okay, here's how I felt about it. I was defending and liking the show up until this point, but this last episode, I'm like, okay, so we're going, like, we're trying to wrap the show up, and we get to this finale, and then, like, you see Abomination and Hulk come in, Titania. It's like, oh my god, everything's coming to a head, and it's like, isn't this messy? Like, isn't this show, like, really poorly written? And didn't we, like, not earn this whatsoever? I'm like, yeah. Well, let's try and, like, fix that and, like, go and, like, break the fourth wall to, like, rewrite the show. So I'm like, so you use the fourth wall breaking to explain why your show was badly written. And you tried to fix it using the fourth wall breaking, but instead of giving us a better resolution, you skip the resolution, skip to the aftermath. Like, after the fourth wall break, like, Todd's just arrested, and we get no final fight, no something special. It's just, like, felt, like, really lazy. Like, I feel like I think the writers thought they were more clever than they actually were. It's like, oh, yeah. Isn't this cute? Isn't this cute and awesome? We're going to Marvel and the Disney studio in Hollywood. It's like, it's cool in the moment, but it's just like, we didn't get a very well thought out finale that wrapped it up nicely.
No, definitely not.
Because it made the whole show feel like it was like a waste of time. Because like, oh yeah, we knew the show was going to nothing, but that's the joke. Deal with it.
Pretty much. It was kind of like a big FU to like the people who actually were supporting it from the start.
The blood didn't matter. None of this actually mattered.
But see, that's the thing that bothers me, right? With the show, how it ended. It's like there have been people who generally were enjoying the show for what it was. Like, I enjoyed it for what it was. And I wasn't as critical as of the people, but it seemed like, yeah, they were mostly focused on like the people who didn't like the stuff they were doing. And I feel like that was kind of like the ending should have been more for like the people who have been supporting the show from the start, instead of like focusing on taking their shots at the naysayers, because that's what it felt like. That whole ending, it was like a big FU to anyone who supported us. We're just going to talk about the haters. It's like, for a YouTube content creator, that makes sense. That's what some of us do. We focus on the haters. We grow our channels off of it, like I do, right?
That's literally, I understand it's a comedy. Like, some of the jokes are funny. I'm talking about like from a story perspective, from a writing perspective, it's like really shoddy. Like, it's like a complete mess.
That's the thing, Mask Vigilante. We know that it was a comedy and we weren't supposed to take it seriously. I didn't take it seriously, but at least
I wasn't.
towards
Like,
the
that's
end,
why I supported the show, yeah.
Right, but at least towards the end, like, you could still make it comedy, but the way they did it, like I said, it was mostly focused towards like the haters. And that's why I was just like,
and by the way,
Ray
brings up a great point. Dude, what the hell was the point of introducing Scar like that? He looks horrible. He looked horrible. His hairline looked horrible. Like, what was that, dude? It looks so bad. Like, why even introduce Scar like that? And like a blink and you'll miss a cameo at the very end at the barbecue. It's just, that's how you introduce Scar. He's just there, no explanation, no reason why. He's just there. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know what they were trying to hype up with that. That's why when I saw it, I was like, okay, so we got a shitty rendition, like we got a shitty version of Planet Hulk. So like, are we gonna get an actual Planet Hulk now? Like an actual focus on Planet Hulk?
Maybe you'll get World War Hulk, maybe, but
that's what I'm saying, right? That's like,
we're not even gonna get the story with like his wife or anything, or like explain like how he had a son. Like, it seemed like
right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when I saw that, I was like, so are we just gonna like, are we going to do a Planet Hulk like the right way and not have like a version of Planet Hulk in a Thor movie? Because that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, that really pissed me off when I saw basically Planet Hulk story in that Thor Ragnarok, and I'm just like, y'all had an opportunity to do a whole Planet Hulk movie, which would have been probably amazing. But instead, we're just gonna throw in a Planet Hulk, not even a full Planet Hulk story. We're just gonna get to the like climax, right? The ending of Planet Hulk and twist it in a way. It was just so dumb. I was like, that was the biggest thing that pissed me off. Y'all introduced Planet Hulk, right? A story that was in Planet Hulk, right? and like didn't even do a full Planet Hulk. You just did like a weird side story of it. And I'm like, dude, that's a missed opportunity. And then, like they said, you're right. They introduced Scar, which is Hulk's son, which came from the Planet Hulk story. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So now, if they were smart, I would go back and do Planet Hulk and do the story up until the point where he links up with Thor. Because, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but what would you do? Because it's just like Hulk wasn't doing much. He wasn't trying to, like, it's not going to be the same. It wouldn't be, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true too. Because like, if you think about it, like, yeah, they couldn't even really.
He was just all he was doing was fighting. He wasn't trying to like rebel against the people. Like, who did he have a son with? We don't even know that question either.
Right, exactly. It's just like really, like so dumb. I just can't. I literally can't with these.
I mean,
like
maybe
I said,
they'll do like some weird version of World War Hulk, maybe, where it's like a bunch of Hulks fighting. I don't know. I would have I would have rather they have just done nothing with the Scar character. Like, just don't even introduce him. And like, I'm so tired of the smart Hulk shit, man. I really am. Like, it's just this point. Like, I just want like classic Hulk again.
And they introduced him in the most fucking weirdest way. Like, hey, family dinner. Hey, I'm still in Hulk mode. Here's my half alien, half Hulk son. And it's like,
that's it.
No one.
That's it. He didn't talk. He didn't say nothing.
He didn't say nothing, and no one said shit. Like, none of his family said anything. They're just like,
"What's like, oh,
family?"
new family member." Okay.
I would have had so many questions. Like, when the hell were you able to get down and dirty? Right? Like, who did you get down? Who's the mother? Where is the mother? Like, when did you were gone for how long? Like, what? You didn't tell us you had a boo thing in space? Like, there's no conversation. That's like the most weirdest thing. I would have been like, so when did you bump Uglies as a Hulk? And I have so many questions of how you bump Uglies as a Hulk. I bet you the Hulk Loki has a small
and
dong.
why, and like, cause remember, She-Hulk got her powers because that Sakaar alien ship came floating down trying to get the Hulk, right? So you would think the Sakaar stuff would maybe be more important than it is. So it's like, why did they come down the way they did in their ship to get the Hulk's attention? Why were they going after him? Like, why did he have to go leave to space? How did he get his son? It's just like, I don't know.
I have no clue. I guess that ending of She-Hulk was just, it was kind of disappointing. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, props to everyone involved. Like, it was.
I like the cast. I like the cast. There was still some good episodes and good moments. I'm just like, shit. Like, to me, it's like the most disappointing Marvel show since freaking Hawkeye. Honestly.
I'm just disappointed.
I think it was just, I don't know. They ruined Jen's origin story, the Wrecking Crew, the Abomination's whole character from Hulk 2008, Titania, the Intelligentsia Group, and Scar. Yeah, I don't understand what the point was in Titania. Like, what a waste of that character and actress. I'm sorry. I felt like
she had her moments. I wasn't. I mean, to be honest, I thought Titania was kind of like
Titania,
whatever. I think that like she was like supposed to be like the arch villain, right? And then it was like she wasn't, and I'm like kind of glad that is, because she is kind of like a very strange bad guy, and I'm just like, she was like, I loved her performance. I thought she was funny being this like very annoying diva.
Hold on, I gotta take a phone call real quick. Hold the fort.
Okay, I'll hold the fort. But I mean, yeah, I think that the show, like I said, it wasn't meant to be taken seriously, so I didn't take it seriously. I was mainly there for all like the hints and like the cameos and things like that. So that's kind of why I was more into the show, because I'm like, oh, are they going to hint at other future Marvel projects? And they did. We got our Daredevil. Then I don't know. And when somebody said, oh, watch, it's like, you don't think they're going to address the answer any of those questions? I'm like, I mean, I think they will, but I think their answers are going to be stupid. I think their answers are going to be stupid because, again, they had a missed opportunity to find a way, like, to do, like, I guess that was their way of doing a Planet Hulk, but they could have done a little bit more with that. But then introducing his son, and you're just like, the way they did it was just so weird. It wasn't even funny. So weird. Oh, here's my son that I just happened to find in space, and here I brought him here to meet all of my family, and his family's just like, oh, welcome to the family. No, I would have been sitting there like, bro, what do you mean you have a son? Like, what the hell? Why is your son like as old as you, bro? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder the alternate universe is Feige hired Gravity Fall writers and Rick and Morty. Imagine. I mean, I don't know, dude.
I know Chris is all like, "What? You guys didn't like it?" Listen, I like the show.
No,
up
I
until
didn't
this
like the
point,
ending.
But
Yeah, I like the show up
just
until this
we
point.
both just didn't like the ending. We just thought the last episode was just kind of disappointing. Because again,
Chris,
I don't
literally
like using fourth wall breaking to explain bad writing. I don't.
Not only that, it's like they literally were like, we're gonna purposely make this shitty scene and know it's bad writing. Then we're gonna like laugh about it by making like She-Hulk break the fourth wall to like explain how it's bad writing, and then we're gonna change it to even more bad writing. So like it was just the whole thing was just stupid. And like I said, their focus was to take shots at the people who hated it rather than like at least give people like who enjoyed it something to be hyped over. Like I was expecting you should not have blocked me. Why? What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Instead of like people just who like it not getting something. Like I expected a big buildup or like a tease to something in the future or something exciting that we could look forward to, like most of the Marvel stuff do. So why would you just give us a big middle finger and just cater to the haters? Oh my god, your theories are so flawed. Nah, bruh.
All right.
All
I
right.
timed you out, and I was gonna give you a chance, but you're just gonna get blocked because you're just being a dick. Otherwise, says you are not real fans.
Gatekeeping, I love it. Bitch, you ain't a real fan. Get out of here. I bet you, that's the thing that pisses me off, right? Again, these are people who support Zack Snyder, right? But Zack is friends with all these people that you're calling the P words, right? So why are you still supporting Zack then? Get out of here with that friggin' like that weird shit, bro. Y'all can't pick and choose who to be mad at when they have like James Gunn is friends with Zack Snyder. They've worked on movies together. They still are friendly with each other. They still are cool with each other. Same with fucking y'all want to support the friggin' Ayer cut? Well, guess what? David Ayer is also friends with James Gunn. Remember when everyone got on James Gunn's ass for making jokes with David Ayer on Twitter? They were like joking about the Suicide Squad together because like James Gunn was making the new Suicide Squad movie and everyone was going to David Ayers. David Ayers was made a joke about it. Shit, like everyone got all mad about it. I'm like, they're fucking friends. They are all friends, dude. So if you're gonna call James Gunn the P word, don't support David Ayer. So when November 5th comes around, when y'all are trying to push the Ayer cut, don't do that because James Gunn is friends with David Ayer. And if you think James Gunn is a P word and anyone who supports David Ayer is a P word, I better not see y'all motherfuckers supporting David Ayer. Especially that Joe Castellino, whatever the fuck her name is. Because she supports David Ayer. David Ayer is James Gunn's friend. So y'all need to stop with this bullshit. Your concern trolling is annoying.
No, just to clarify, Chris, I don't think that they knew that like it was going to be considered. Like what I'm trying to say is like, I think when they were writing the whole show, I think they realized that there were plot holes and inconsistencies, but they're like, no, we're doing it on purpose because the ending's going to be we're going to break the fourth wall to address all of this, and it'll be funny. But I think they overestimated the way that this could possibly quote unquote fix the issues, and the way they wrote the way they wrote the ending to try and like address it, I don't think really worked because to me they didn't like. It would have been like I would have been fine with this if they would have made a better resolution. But after the fourth wall break, the story wraps up. We don't get the actual conflict resolution.
Here's the thing, Chris. First of all, get Chris on here. Second of all, this is the thing. When they first took shots at the haters, right, and the people shitting on it, right? I didn't mind that. Like it was an ongoing gag in the show. I got it, but
yes,
like at the end, like they could have went along with that joke, but in a better way. Like they could have just been like, hey, we're gonna give you guys a fire ending. Instead, they're like, no, we're gonna just keep this joke that's been going on consistently in our writing and the story going, and in the end, we're just gonna end it like that. And that's what I had a problem with, because I'm just like, I don't understand why they had to do that instead of stick with the, you know, people who have been enjoying their show, have been supporting it, haven't been shitting on it like everybody else is. You know, they couldn't even give us something because it was more focused on shit and like clapping back at all their haters. That's why I didn't like the ending, because I'm like, dude, I wanted more from it. I wanted a lot more from it. I wanted that big buildup where she found out who was responsible for leaking her sex tape, basically, in this hate campaign against her.
Yeah, it was Todd.
Right. And this hate campaign that was rallied against her, like, I get it, but like there could have been a better resolution for that. And like the only part in that whole season finale that I liked, okay, I'll talk about what I liked, was when the reporter was outside and talked to her, and she said, well, you know, I want people to know that they can't harass and stalk and all this shit without dealing with it, because then I'll come for you. And they're like, are you going to come for them as a lawyer? Or are you going to come for them as She-Hulk? And she said both. And I was like, all right, that's cool. But I would have wanted to fucking see that in the finale, because we didn't get to see that in the finale. There was no whole She-Hulk going after these people, right? There was not really the She-Hulk going after these people, right? It was just stopped and then skipped, and then here we are. I wanted to see She-Hulk go after those dudes. I did. I wanted to see them do it.
I did love the opening of the episode though, where they did the spoof of the original show from the 70s.
I love that. That was
cool.
great.
That was cool.
That was great.
I like that.
That was really
I like
great.
that. Hi, Chris.
That was really great.
Plug my headphones in. I can't hear what anybody's saying.
Chris is gonna fight us.
I wasn't very prepared.
Oh, Chris ain't gonna fight me. Chris don't want hands.
No, I listen, I know it's not a good show. Even though I love it, I know it's not been well received. So but a year and a half ago when they were filming this thing, I don't think Marvel was like, you know, we need to explain away bad writing somehow in the final episode. How are we going to do that? No, I think that the final episode is literally Marvel trying to do something completely different from every other show and every other movie, and them actually making fun of themselves by being self-aware. Kevin Feige is AI. You're not allowed to talk to Kevin. No one can talk to Kevin. They're literally making fun of how people worship Kevin Feige and all these different writers that are trying to make things a little too woke and we don't do that. I mean, I think that ending was brilliant. I can't believe everybody hates it.
No, there's good ideas in there. I think my issue with it, Chris, is that I feel like I would have loved this if they would have given us a proper resolution still. But they used the fourth wall thing to basically be like, oh, we're just gonna wrap up the show and drop everything.
Okay, but I want to know what the resolution. Okay, everybody wants a proper resolution, but I have one question. Resolution of what?
Like the plot lines with like the
there was
blood,
nothing
like
wrong
Todd
with the
and
plot
all that.
lines. It was episodic. It was basically Sex in the City meets She-Hulk.
Okay,
there was no a big cliffhanger.
Yes, there was. First of all,
social media.
Hold on, wait, hold on. First of all, the dude that smashed her and then stole all of her data and then leaked it to everyone. Like, she didn't even confront that motherfucker, because that's the motherfucker that actually really. But I'm saying
that happens to women every day.
No, I'm saying that wasn't present. We found out that the real person behind it all was this Todd dude, right? Cool. But even then, after that whole scene where he injected her blood and he started becoming a Hulk, and then they froze it, and then friggin' like the Hulk shows up out of nowhere, Bruce shows up, and then like I said, they pause it, and it's like I at that point I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is stupid. I don't understand. And then
Who called me a shill? Who called me a shill?
Oh, the chat's mad at you for defending
You know how much Marvel shit I don't like? And then I happen to like the one thing that nobody really likes, and that makes me a shill.
No, that's fine.
If anything, call me a fucking hipster, but don't call me a shill.
Well, no, here's the thing. Like I said, I liked She-Hulk, but up until that episode, I was like, the last episode before that was amazing. I loved that episode. That was the best episode they had. So to go from that episode to like that, what they did for the ending, that's why I was kind of like, what the fuck? Because that last episode, when they finally came out with that episode, I was like, holy shit, it all makes sense now. And I got it. I did a stream on it where I was like, this is what the show is trying to do. But at the same time, like, that whole point was missed. Like after I look back at what I said and what I thought I knew about the show, they just shit on everything I thought I knew, and I actually liked my theory on what the show was trying to tell.
They tricked
but like,
me, Sag. They tricked
but
me.
I don't listen. I don't
thought
like
I
being tricked.
dashboarded. I thought I dashboarded when she came out of the. When it went doink and made that noise and went
I
to the
did too.
dashboard.
I did
thought
too.
I fucking dashboarded. I thought that was
I did
brilliant.
too.
I laughed so
no,
hard.
that was funny. That was funny because I thought the same thing. I was like, did RJ kick me off of his Disney Plus? Like that's the first thing I thought because I'm like, wait, why am I back on the main screen? What happened? I thought the same thing you did. I was so confused, but that things like that. I like that was
and the
fine
whole
with me.
going against the social media stuff. Here's what it is. These people. Here's what I've learned. Okay. As long as Max can make content off these scrubs, I'm okay with it. It was bothering me there for a little bit, but then I realized, no, Max is right. You can make content off these scrubs. But I also, the more I started surfing around this past week, and especially with the She-Hulk coming up, and then the Lord of the Rings things just ended as well, and now they're talking shit about the new Snow White. You know what I realized? If you really go pay attention to every one of these, the other guys, those people over there on those channels, they never do anything positive. They never have anything positive to say about anything. It's always bad. And I think that's what they were trying to touch on with this whatever they called it, Insta whatever. They all they want to do is bitch, and that's all of them.
Okay,
Ryan,
wait,
Jeremy, Neurotic, all of them.
So pause. I will say this because I get shit on from people when I say this because but it's true. Like I will say they don't always only focus on negative, but they do focus on negative a lot more than positive.
Name me one streamer that talked about something positive, a TV show that they, besides
Cobra Kai.
Anything
Cobra Kai.
Anything. And that's only Jeremy, by the way.
Hold on. Well, what was RJ? What was the stream that we were on with Matt when we were watching Jeremy do a take on a movie that we thought he was gonna shit on, but he actually didn't shit on it, and we were all shocked. Which one was that? I forgot which movie it was.
Fuck.
I think it was the Batman. Yeah, I think it was the Batman. Yeah, it was the Batman because that was when Ryan Kinnell made the comment that went viral, right?
Oh,
and
there's
everyone was looking.
good black people.
Right, but then we watched Jeremy talk about it, and we thought Jeremy was going to be in that same mindset, and he wasn't. It was actually really surprising because even Matt and
it'll be a
shocked.
short. It'll be a little 4-minute video.
No, it wasn't. It was
Entire
actually
streams.
No, it
on
wasn't. It
everything.
wasn't that
These
bad.
guys hate on everything Disney puts out because it's Disney. They hate on
Right.
everything Star Wars puts out because it's Disney. Well, damn, everything's Disney, so they just hate Disney, I guess. But
Well, I'm not fully disagreeing with
they're
you. Chris.
90% negative, And
Well,
this
yeah,
is
but
a
that's what I'm
different-
saying. I'm not fully disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
I'm
when you
not
say
trying
they
to get
say
anyone-
nothing positive.
I'm not trying to convince anybody to like She-Hulk because this is how I look at how I consume my entertainment. It's there. I can watch it whenever I want. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just like throwing a little anti-criticism out there when it comes to this show was made different. Because I just saw Anthony Cheeseman, who's always got the
I was just gonna point that out.
the
I was
most
just gonna
superb
point that out.
takes. He's always got the most superb takes.
But
Yeah.
he's not
Guys,
wrong. But he's not wrong.
It's a
That's the
different
thing,
kind
Chris.
of show. He's
But my
absolutely
point-
wrong.
but
He's
I mean,
absolutely wrong.
But hold on, it is, but it isn't because again, if I do have to say, as somebody who hated the last season of Game of Thrones,
Is
I
there a
will say
troll?
this. No, it's a fucking shitty ending. It was bad.
Okay,
writing
well,
and
tell me
it was
Yeah,
what
that's
bad
it.
show.
I
Well,
missed
tell
it.
me what season or what show She-Hulk is trying to erase or eradicate and make fun of. It's its own thing. It's making fun of itself.
But no, it's not making fun of itself, Chris. It's making fun of all of the people who have nothing but bitching and moaning and pissing and crying over everything they've done. Like that's literally what it was. It wasn't. It's literally making fun of all the people who shit on anything they've done. Like they even brought that up in that episode, the final episode of She-Hulk, where she literally brought up other fucking properties they did. So it's like
you didn't
they
think it was
did-
funny when she was like a little, and this is a year. Remember that episode was filmed a year and a half ago, where she looks right at the camera and goes, "How about when are we gonna get X-Men?" And she sticks her tongue out and she's like, "Or wow!" And when she talks about smashing Matt Murdock, that shit was funny. The
Oh
fact
no,
that
there was
they made
funny
Kevin
there
Feige
were funny
AI.
lines, yeah.
Kevin
No,
Feige,
listen.
making Kevin Feige AI was hilarious. Bringing Daredevil back, everyone's butthurt. And everybody wants Daredevil. That's another thing I keep hearing people bitch about. Not my Daredevil. Well, don't fucking subscribe. Don't resubscribe. Go watch something. Go watch ESPN.
But my thing is, right, I think where me and
Daredevil should be
RJ
more serious.
where me and RJ align in our opinions on this is like, I don't mind what they did at the end. I just expected a little bit more of a solid ending. Like I don't mind that. Like if they had that scene in like the middle of the show, cool. I would have been like, haha, that's funny. I get it. But then that was the end, Chris. That's
Exactly,
that was
Dark
the
Star.
end.
Exactly. Thank you. They ruined Daredevil. Like, how?
No,
How
I
they
agree.
ruined
They ruined
Daredevil?
it. No, they're all
Leia,
stupid. They
really?
ruined
Really,
it.
Leia? Wow.
They'll still watch it though. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind that they did that. I just mind that they did that and that was the end. Like, if they did that in the middle of the show, I would have been like, okay, ha ha ha, funny joke. But then we didn't get like an actual She-Hulk. Like the closest She-Hulk moment we really got was in the last fucking episode when she was fighting people with Matt Murdock. Like, I don't understand. Like, the only time She-Hulk was actually She-Hulk and being a She-Hulk was in that last episode. I wanted to see more of her being She-Hulk, the superhero, and we didn't even get that in the end. That's what annoyed me.
I don't
I'm
know what
sorry,
people
I'm being
thought
one
they
of
were
those
gonna get out of
people,
this.
but
Like she was
I'm being
fight
one
a
of
new
those
villain
people.
every week, you know.
I didn't
And then-
want her to fight a new villain either week, but I
The
wanted her to
opening
like
credits-
literally give those motherfuckers what they deserve. We didn't even show that shit. It was all off camera. I wanted her to fucking Hulk
And I
smash
think
Todd
that
in the
they
fucking
thought-
face.
And I also think that they thought, I really think that Disney thought we're probably doing a season 2 of this. But with the ratings so bad on both sides of Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic, that they're probably not going to get a season 2. They were probably thinking ahead, man. You know, I know it's not good, not a good show.
It
I know
probably
it's
should
not.
get a season 2, but I don't know if it will.
But it's
I think.
funny
I
to
mean,
me.
it's Disney. I mean, it's Disney. They got enough money to make a season 2 if they wanted to.
You ready for a hot take? I had much more fun with those 9 episodes of She-Hulk than I have with these 5 episodes of that boring fucking Anders shit. I'll tell you that.
Chris, I'm telling you, go watch Andor.
You gotta watch it in 3s, bro. That
I know,
bothers
I know,
me.
Chris. No, hold
Hold
on,
on.
Chris. Real quick.
And I'm a Star Wars guy. Now
Chris,
that I'll shill for.
You gotta watch episode 6 of Andor, though. Listen. I felt kind of the same way about you about the show. Episode 6 was fucking great, though. That was a great episode
Right.
of TV.
Well, I was gonna say to Brucifer, I get that, but like, I still wanted to see an ending of her just being She-Hulk. Like, I got it. She was a lawyer most of the time. She was a lawyer most of the time in the show. So I mean, I get that, but like, I wanted to see her at the end, like, fully embrace like that she is a She-Hulk. Like, I wanted her
By
to
doing
actually
what?
do something.
By doing what? But what can she do? Who are they gonna have her fight? A bunch of fucking cell phones?
Bro,
There's
the
nobody
fucking
for her to fight.
abomination was there, bro. She could have fought that motherfucker, bro.
He's a good guy now.
No.
He's a good guy. He broke the
Honestly,
log and
honestly,
he-
like, even though it might have been considered lame by some people, I think like they really should have had a fight between Todd Hulk and She-Hulk.
Not even. No, I didn't like the Todd becoming a Hulk. That was dumb.
You know
It
when
was
everybody
dumb,
came
but,
in
like-
and
Hold on,
marked
the
out.
thing
No,
that
no,
was
no,
exciting.
honestly,
Wait,
like,
wait,
honestly-
wait. No, the one thing y'all are missing is they had fucking Mark Ruffalo's fucking Hulk about to fight the Abomination. That would have been so awesome. Even though it was a misunderstanding, I was like, bro, they finally brought the Hulk, Bruce Banner's like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, in front of fucking the Abomination. Like, that was cool. I wanted to see that. I did want to see that. Or something. They could
The
have
only
fought
part I
the
didn't
Abomination.
understand was
or she could
there
have
was a
broke up the
loophole.
fight or something. Something other
The-
than what they ended with.
The ankle thing they put on her, that was they fucked up there. Because at the beginning
Why?
he said he couldn't make another one. He said he couldn't make another one of those. Bruce said I
But
can't.
they-
It's one of a kind.
Well,
I can't make another one.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's true.
and then
That's true.
And then they,
They
put,
put
it
on the
that, that's the only
Abomination
that's the only mess up that I really saw. But maybe they put it in there on purpose so that later on she could jump into Kevin Feige. I love that. You guys don't think that's hilarious that they made Kevin Feige AI?
Oh no,
That's
no,
fucking
no,
hilarious
That was
to me.
funny. I mean,
I actually want to see Kevin Feige though.
Yeah, to be honest, I wanted to see Kevin Feige physically there too, but he said no, I don't want to do it. Which I was like, come on, Kevin, play ball. Like, I was reading an article. Kevin Feige was supposed to voice the AI robot, but he said no, and he said, "Oh, don't put a hat on him."
There's
but they
so
put
much
the head on
subtle
anyway.
humor in that series. Like when she's arguing on the rooftop with Daredevil, and she's like,
But
"You
how
go do
do
your
how do
thing,
they
and I'll do
no,
my thing," and she starts dancing.
How do they mess up Daredevil? I don't like how
They didn't. They didn't mess
No.
him up. How'd they
didn't
mess him up?
Yeah, they didn't mess up Daredevil.
Here you go, guys. If anybody really, because that's the comic book version of Daredevil. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil's serious, but he also has jokes and he hooks up with women. If anybody messed up Daredevil, it was Netflix. If you really want to look at it that way.
Well,
different iterations.
Yeah, how did
You're
they
allowed
mess
to
up
have
Daredevil? I
different
don't get it.
visions for different characters. It don't have to stay. It better be in line with what I want or else. That's what's going on with Black Adam right now.
Hold on, wait. I want a legitimate answer to anyone in the chat who agrees that Daredevil. No, don't even. I want an answer. How did they ruin Daredevil? Like legit. What is the reason behind your logic of they ruined Daredevil?
He wasn't. He wasn't.
But no, I
the
want an
same.
answer.
He
I
wasn't
want
the
an
Netflix
answer.
Daredevil.
Well,
That's what it's gonna tell you.
we know, Andrew, but that's a horrible take. So sorry, I had to.
I'm waiting for somebody to give me an answer because this argument is just like
no, it's not a horrible take. You guys, no, it's not. You reject any kind of change. You guys all love the Daredevil from Netflix. And when Disney puts out a different variation of Daredevil, you say they ruined him. But how about all the comic book fans that maybe didn't like the Netflix version? Thought it was a little too fucking. Don't get me wrong. I think Netflix.
Oh yeah, of course.
That shit's a fucking masterpiece. But I'm just saying there are comic book people that are elitists that are like, wait a minute, hold on, man. That's not my Daredevil. I'm just saying. Is it fair for them to if there was a comic book purist on the panel right now that said, wow, Netflix really ruined Daredevil, you guys would all be like, what?
Okay, so here's the thing. When you guys see what they're gonna do with Daredevil moving forward, right? Because now Marvel's doing well, I mean, they did on Netflix, but when the next Daredevil show comes out, right? If you guys think that Daredevil was ruined, that's the moment when you have maybe valid criticism to say they ruined Daredevil because that was a whole ass show.
I'll agree with you.
That's a whole ass show.
But my friend Touch is in there.
He had a cameo. He had a cameo. Listen, cameos, in my opinion, are not enough to ruin a fucking character. What would ruin the character if that was how Daredevil was in his own fucking show? I could see you guys having criticism, but Daredevil having a fucking cameo in a fucking show that's meant to be humorous and make jokes and shit and like things like that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
No, I agree with Touch on the outfit though. I wasn't feeling the outfit. It felt too tactical, too bulky, too.
Oh,
Navy
that
SEAL.
outfit was ass.
Didn't like the helmet was dope.
I
the
like
helmet
that
was
outfit.
dope, but I didn't like the outfit.
Well,
Nah, that outfit
from
was
the comics
ass.
though, same color
I know,
scheme.
but it didn't need to be. We didn't need to change his costume. That shit looked like ass.
It's for one, like in Echo, it's gonna be red again, I think. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
keep the same, keep the Netflix outfit and just airbrush it a different color, render it a different color. Then I would have been fine with it. But that
Watcher,
vest he
there's
had
so
on,
many
all that
comments going by,
tactical
man.
shit-
I like it's hard to manage the chat. You gotta understand, it's like really hard to like get to everybody. I'm not.
I
trying
didn't
to
like the
interrupt
costume, but
conversation.
I don't like the costume, but I love Daredevil enough where I don't give a shit. I'll look past.
I
the
love
costume.
the walk of shame.
It'll grow on me.
Mad about it's all man hater shit. Yeah, it is. That's the joke. That's all people have been complaining about for 5 years. Man hater shit. It's all every MCU, the DCE. It's all anytime anybody with a vagina gets a superpower or shows that she might be able to handle herself, everybody on the internet freaks out and starts like just going all anti-fem. And it's like, dude, nobody's hurting you by saying nobody. There are groups out there like that. Who's the big guy with the beard that went off on Sidney Watson and turned out he was doing gay corn?
Like
the
I
guy
said,
with
the
the
outfit,
beard.
I don't know.
The outfit isn't a kill for me. I'm not too mad at, like, I don't like it, but like I said, it'll grow on me. I still like Daredevil's character. I like the actor who plays Daredevil. I think he does amazing in his role.
No,
But like I
Jake,
said,
Watcher. Like I said this like 1,000 times. I've read the
Jack
comics.
Murphy, thank you,
I've read the comics. Like you're talking to somebody who understands Marvel comics. Chris understands Marvel comics. Saggy is not a comic book person, but she watches the movies.
I
but-
understand the ones I'm into, and Daredevil happens to be one of the ones I'm into.
So,
you know what I was
don't
afraid they
hear-
were going to do? They were going to lean too heavily into the religious aspect of Daredevil.
Let me explain, because I feel like there's this whole thing where like Saggy doesn't read comics, so Saggy doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. So Saggy doesn't read comics, that's true. But when Saggy is interested in the character, Saggy will go back and do research on the character, and I don't have to read the comics because I read kind of like the gist of it. Like I'll do some research. I'll get like the synopsis on a lot of the iconic comic book stories that are out there. So even though I don't read the comics and I don't like reading comics, I still make sure I do my research on a character because these are characters that come from something. So I like to know the stories. Like anytime I watch a Netflix show about that's based on a book or it's based on a thing, what I like to do is I go back and see, well, what's the difference between the TV show or movie versus the original work? And I read up on those, or I watch YouTube videos where people like kind of break that down. So I do my research. It's not like I'm completely blinded and I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. I do have an idea because I do some research.
There's a couple things I don't know shit about. I had to go research Gore. I didn't know anything about Gore before Love.
Like when I got into the
and by the way, Secret Wars, I don't know shit about Secret Wars. I'm going into it completely blind. I don't even know the storyline of Secret Wars.
Watcher, see, here's the thing. You're watching us here. You didn't. I literally covered this on my. I covered She-Hulk on my channel where the title was, "This is why everyone's wrong about She-Hulk." And basically, what I said is like, when I researched the original She-Hulk, I never was interested in the comic book, nor was I interested in the character at all. But I did my research, and I went back and I watched a couple of like clips and episodes from the 90s cartoon She-Hulk that aired on Fox, okay? I watched that, and I said, this show is literally like the same, like her character in the show is pretty spot on to what the 90s cartoon showed of She-Hulk when everyone was saying she's a man, she's a hoe, and she acts like that. That was her personality in the 90s cartoon. So like, yeah, I did do my research. I did say it was accurate to that. But again, I'm saying at the end, I was with the show until the end. I wanted a little bit more. That's not a bad thing.
Well,
like,
here's
I
the
didn't
thing,
like it.
I see what Watcher's saying in the chat. Just because something's comic book accurate doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work in the context of the show. That like, again, just because something's comic book accurate doesn't automatically make it good. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
Yeah,
okay?
no, I agree with that. You know,
Like,
but there's
just,
these
like,
comic book purists.
and
I was just saying, people are always shifting blame
Right,
on the
and
next,
right.
next show or the next run or the next cartoon that didn't do that character the way they wanted it done. All of a sudden, so and so.
Because I understand what it was going for. It was
Ruined it
trying
for
to be like the
you.
John Byrne comics,
Bro,
where she's breaking
the
the
thing
fourth
that-
wall and
right,
tearing the
but
panels
that-
apart.
but-
But if it
right.
doesn't work in the context of the show or is well written, it doesn't matter if it's comic book accurate. It's not good.
But the thing is, right? Like they like I agree, it was comic book accurate as far as her personality, because again, if you read the comics and you go back, again, not a comic book reader, but still fucking know this, dude. She's had massive hookups with superheroes. Like she's had hookups up with a lot of superheroes. Like that was her thing.
Yeah,
She
so
hooked-
her and Captain Marvel. She's another one who gets around, man, and has had a
dude,
drinking
like,
problem there for a while. Was battling depression. Yeah, man.
So it's like
These
it's like
characters change.
you don't have to
This
read
is true,
comics to
too.
do 2
This
seconds
is
of
why-
Google
this is
on the
why
internet.
this is actually true. This is why when they do adaptations of
Damn it.
it, they don't have the kids fuck each other in the sewers because it's fucked up. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, it's
I
just
read
like
the
you
book.
don't do certain things with the source material because it just doesn't work in a movie.
Yeah. You know,
Wait, I'm glad I didn't read the book then, because what?
Yeah, in the book,
She after they beat Pennywise the first time, she
As
didn't
kids, as
know
kids,
what she
yeah.
could give them as a gift before she didn't know how to make the group stay together. So she offered up herself, and they had a big orgy. Yeah, no shit.
now it's like it would like incentivize all of them to stay together or something. It was
What
fucked up.
the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm glad
that's why
I'm
they
glad I
don't
didn't read
do that.
Stephen King
Yeah,
books.
Stephen King was kind of fucked up for that one.
Yeah, I did not like Stephen King books anyway, so I'm glad I missed that one. Holy shit.
He was on a lot of cocaine then, though. You gotta,
that was the cocaine right there.
He
That
was
was
all
cocaine.
fucked up back then. You got to remember when he wrote it, he was.
Wait. Suscast reviews. They did not make She-Hulk into like a lonely, single, man-hating wine mom. She banged a bunch of those dudes. What are you talking about? She was thirsty for dudes. What do you mean? She didn't hate men. She was thirsty for them, but they also had men who, like, I'm sorry, some of y'all men be like that. Harsh reality. There are men out there that are cringe that exist in this world, and they made fun of it. But
She was
wasn't
dealing with everything all at once, man.
Like,
And
bro,
they
she
had to
was
cover
literally
that in
trying
9
to-
episodes.
She was trying to get dick so bad that the dick betrayed her and fucking released the sex tape. Like,
Yeah.
come on. It had nothing to do with men hating. She was trying to find herself because, again, the point of the story was She was this plain Jane with a good job, very successful, but she didn't have a man. And that's like the thing. When you get older, you're like, I should be settled down at this age, you know? But,
Even the
finding a
episode where the
partner-
real good-looking black guy said, "Hey, look, man, Jen's a nice girl, but I didn't want to fuck Jen. I wanted to fuck
Right.
She-Hulk."
But that's what I'm
and
saying.
she had
The
to
point
accept
was-
that. She had to accept that.
And the point is that she was trying to get she when she became She-Hulk,
catfished
people
him,
liked
that's
her
the
more. Right. Well, no, but that's the thing. People liked her more as She-Hulk than they did her human persona, her main persona that she's
Which is
been
what
with.
episode 7 was all about.
It
which
wasn't
is why I
right,
liked
and
it
it
so
wasn't
much.
about hating men. It was literally about her just trying to find somebody and be a little thoughty thought. Like, who cares? And then when she became sexy as She-Hulk, she became a little thoughty thought. That's why she made the profile on like Tinder.
Hold on. Yeah,
She only had OnlyFans.
I love Ani here being like, this is a great Black. I gotta change the title later because this is a great Black Adam discussion. No, it's fine though. No, Andrew, you get shit on because like in order to say that you don't like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, you shit on everyone else who does. That's why you get shit on, dude.
Oh, Casilli, yeah, because he's always like, but look, I respect that a little bit. Now, if you got to draw lines and start guilt by association, motherfuckers, just because they're bigger, and Andrew Garfield's my favorite. Andrew, because he's the most emotional, and in my later age, I'm an emotional guy. But I love Toby. Fuck, don't think I don't love Toby. I love all of them. You know what I mean? But yeah, he shits on anyone who doesn't like Toby. He acts like you owe him money. No shit.
Fanman
Man.
says they could have easily gone the Mega Mind route where Todd Hulk's powers corrupts his mind and causes him to go savage since he doesn't have Banner's DNA, and She-Hulk stops him and is a hero again.
How you gonna put that? Okay, I like that, Phantom. I do, but how are you gonna squeeze that into an already very jumbled story with a lot of moving parts?
But they could have, because that's where
that's
they
a
were
movie.
going.
No, that's
But
a
that's where
movie.
they
Yeah, well, that's where it's like the
Hold
show
on,
was
that's
going.
where
Like
they
the
were
blood
going.
was going to go around. People were going to get the Hulk blood, and she was going to stop them. And
They don't have the budget for that. Look how bad the CGI
I know.
is. I know this is not a good
If
show.
you don't have the budget for that, don't write the whole show to lead to a plot point like that. you
Maybe
know?
they're saving it for the movie. No one's even thinking into the future. Everyone's just thinking, well, She-Hulk's the one. It might be.
But here's the thing: who's gonna want to watch a She-Hulk movie after the show?
Yeah, they're not gonna like the next time we're gonna see us playing it.
Because hold on,
It is
no,
Marvel.
You can't, but
If
here's
you
the
build
thing,
it,
right?
they will come. That's all there is
But here-
to it.
But here's the thing, right? The doing it as a show, I think, was their best option instead of doing it as a movie. Because how like the story of She-Hulk was like, yeah, she was a lawyer and she happened to be a Hulk, right? But like they do it in a show because they have time to tell her both sides of the story of her as a lawyer and her as a She-Hulk. If they did in a movie, they'd have to rush all that shit. And then they'd have to choose which one they're going to focus more on, her being a lawyer or her being a Hulk. I guarantee you not many people are going to tune in just to see her fucking fight criminals as a lawyer and a She-Hulk rather than fight criminals as a fucking Hulk. So they did it in a show because there's more time.
I've never been one of those people that believes, that there's so much power out there in these review bombs that it's going to sway someone's personal decision. I don't really give a shit what Rotten Tomatoes says. But recently, I am noticing that they did dogpile this show, and a lot of people just didn't like it. This show is not for everybody. I get it, man. This is not a good show.
Here's the thing. You know why? Because
But some people are going to love this show like I
a lot
do.
of the people who are crying about it, I will say with Watcher's point, probably don't really know the character that well.
A lot of it's all pettiness too, though.
Because,
are you really mad that She-Hulk twerked with Megan Thee Stallion? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Are you?
But
but
my thing is, right, like I said, the Watcher made a good point, right? It's because most of the people, because She-Hulk, I would say She-Hulk, I don't think She-Hulk was, RJ, you're a comic book reader, and so are you. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think She-Hulk was as popular as the Hulk or any of the other Marvel characters. I think she was up there, but I don't think she was like the most popular.
She was popular. She was popular back in like the 80s and 90s.
Right, yes, exactly.
He had that cheesecake. He had that cheesecake factor, which
right,
like this icon,
right.
Yeah.
But she was popular back then.
It doesn't matter, Saggy. Even then, at her biggest run, I can tell you right now, she was always considered a C-level character.
Yeah, she was never like the.
She's never been big name.
So she's never been big name, right? So like the Watcher said, a lot of these people are upset because they don't know her canon material. They don't read it. They didn't watch it. They didn't watch the cartoon in the 90s. They didn't probably read a lot of the comics. They just are judging her by name because she's a Hulk. And I hate to say it, but that's what the fucking show basically called out. Is that she's just a Hulk and no one knows who the fuck she is.
And can we just please,
on
for
the
sake,
actual Hulk?
And can we just please, for the sake of argument, okay? I'm about to kick some knowledge, okay? I'm gonna break it down so it's forever broken. All right. These people, if the people in our circle didn't like it, I completely understand why. It's not for everybody. Brodan hates it. Okay. So, but if the people that don't like it because they have actual reasons to not like it that aren't petty like the rest, that's fine. But I'm gonna tell you, man, Ethan Van Sciver came on not too long ago, and he said something that blew my mind. He said all these people that are swearing up and down they're boycotting this and they're boycotting that, and they're not going to talk about it no more, and they're friends with Gina Carano, and how dare they do that to Gina Carano? They're still running out reviewing and watching this shit. They're still giving Disney their money. So all these people that hate this show so much, that whole group, and not just them, group other people that I just don't even know that I always catch up. I just caught Melanie Mack doing it, you know. They're being petty and they're making up, like, for people that don't seem to like this show, they can't shut the fuck up about it. You know what I mean? They review every episode.
Hold on, wait, hold on. I highlight Snyder Steppenwolf's comment.
But you're boycotting this shit, guys.
She-Hulk's whole origin was ruined.
Okay, hold up. I'm looking for it.
Right, it's okay. So, again, this takes 2 seconds of research, guys. Just Googling what is She-Hulk's origin story. In the comic books, Jennifer Walters becomes She-Hulk after being shot in a mob hit and receiving blood transfusion from her cousin, who happens to be Bruce Banner.
Bruce had to give her
She still got the blood in her system, and she still got injured. And it wasn't an accident that the blood went in there. It was
simplified. It's like the mafia.
Right. It was simplified.
It was just very simplified.
Right. It's the blood still got in her body. She became She-Hulk. What does it matter that it didn't happen from her getting a mob hit? Like, that doesn't really change her origin that much.
Lucifer, that's hilarious.
It doesn't change it that much.
Like, we don't get along too much, but that's a funny comment because that's exactly what they did. They tried to come out there with the whole "what about the children?"
Sorry, did you agree with this comment though?
I mean, it was CGI, so I mean, it doesn't matter if she's very good. But I'm saying though, Steppenwolf, you say Bruce had to make a choice. That's not the same though. But again, what's the difference? Because
okay,
either way, the point is
I understand.
What is the understanding? Because there's no.
You don't have to do the origin story exactly how the comic book said you have to.
What he's trying to get at is
still in her system, and she turned into a Hulk.
I understand what he's saying. Okay, let me explain. Because I've seen this take floated around by a lot of other people. So what people's issue is that because the thing happened the way it did, Bruce was knocked out and didn't need to make a difficult choice he'd have to live with for the rest of his life. Because in the comics, when Jennifer got the mob hit because they were trying to go after the Hulk, Bruce felt guilty and tried to save her life. But by making the choice to save her life, he simultaneously kind of ruined it by turning her into She-Hulk. So he doesn't have to.
But what does that have to do with She? But that's about the Hulk. It's not about She-Hulk. You said it ruined She-Hulk's origin story. That is an issue for the Hulk. Maybe if you said that ruined Hulk's story, that would have made sense.
Okay,
but
so I
that
explained
has
it
nothing to do with She-Hulk.
Perfectly. That's what he said. Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying, but again,
but that's heavy subject.
But that's about the Hulk. But that's about
they're trying
the
to make
Hulk
this
and
a
how
comedy.
He feels.
Yeah, they're trying to make this a comedy.
Chris, it's not even about that
Hulk,
though.
You're gonna have Hulk have to make a life decision on whether or not.
But that's not even the point, Chris. That's why I'm cutting you off, because that's not the point. Because again, what he's saying is that's something that impacts Bruce Banner, not fucking She-Hulk, and not impacting her storyline. Regardless of which, she still becomes a Hulk, and she has to live with that. That has nothing to do with ruining her origin story, because her origin story was still intact. She became a She-Hulk when she didn't want to become a She-Hulk. She didn't have a choice in that. It just happened regardless. So her origin story is still intact, and that's what you said.
Did they fall out about that in the comics?
But that's what I'm saying. His argument was they ruined her origin story because of what RJ said, and everything RJ said was about the Hulk. how the Hulk had to make a decision.
I think
that
we
the
can
Hulk
always
has
get a
to live with,
different.
and the Hulk had to make a choice. But it doesn't matter because She-Hulk still, no matter what scenario she got the blood in her system, she still didn't have a choice. She didn't get a choice, so it didn't ruin her story moving forward. That's what I'm saying.
I think if you do an origin story, as long as you stick to the basics, okay. Look, Batman's parents always got to die. Spider-Man's always got to get bit by a radioactive spider. You know,
And Uncle Ben has to die.
She-Hulk got it. She-Hulk got her blood from Bruce somehow.
Yeah.
Like that. That's
well, I
all.
think the Walter explains it best. You need to simplify it, but also needs to be just for the MCU. You can't do it to where it's like a mob
Yeah,
hit.
so,
where
yeah,
they,
I get it.
over exaggerate like that.
Right, because then you have to explain. Because here's the thing. Now,
Why
if
the
they
mobs
did,
go after the Hulk and all that.
Yeah, that. I mean, I love
Snyder-
it. I mean,
Snyder
come on,
stepped
people.
forward.
I don't
It
see
doesn't-
people pissed off about
it
Iron
doesn't
Man going out
ruin-
instead of fucking Captain
it
America.
doesn't ruin her story because regardless of which, she still had no choice to receive the blood. She does not have the choice. Like RJ said, Hulk had to make the choice. Hulk had to decide if she got hurt because of the Hulk, which for the record, she still got hurt because of the Hulk, because that ship was trying to get the Hulk, and that's how the car accident happened. So in this hindsight, it wasn't a mob hit, but it was still the same. The reason why they got into a crash and an accident in the first place was because that spaceship was after her cousin. So they got in a car accident. He even explained that. Sorry, they were after me. That's why it happened. So it's
who
still
the
the
fuck is
similar
Scar?
story.
And
Why does
would
it have
they
to be a
name him
mob
that?
hit? Because then you have to, because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, like Chris said, you would now have to explain who this mob is, why they're trying to go after the Hulk, which means now you have to explain that in the show, and that would have taken time. Instead, a spaceship comes down, tries to capture the Hulk, they get to a car accident, the blood gets in her system, she becomes a Hulk. Boom! Takes what, a minute
Plus,
to
it's a
explain that?
comedy. Yeah. Plus, it's a comedy with a bunch of other stories I want to throw in there. That's heavy subject material for Bruce to go through that and her to go through that. And does she feel resentment for Bruce turning her into that? Blah blah blah. That's the whole season.
But Snyder Steppenwolf, that wasn't the story they were trying to tell. They were not trying to tell that story because, again, you're making this about Hulk because that is Hulk's decision. Again, her story, her origin is not ruined by it. She still got the blood in her system regardless of exactly how it happened.
The
people did it
because treated better.
Well, that's fine. Then just say
Yeah,
that.
I only jumped in because I heard you
ruined.
guys. I tuned in because you were. I was like, okay, I really want to talk about this Black Adam boycott shit. But then I heard you guys
fight
like
all of you.
talking shit about
I'm just kidding.
the 9th episode of She-Hulk, and I was like, wait a minute. That's you guys are always the ones talking
Hold
about.
up,
we love it when we get our whatever the fuck subvert our expectations. They really do it this time, hardcore.
This
And everyone's
comment's
got a
so out
problem
of
with it.
pocket. The reason why
For the
Jay
re-
Walter
for-
became She-Hulk is
that's
because
not
the writer
fair.
thinks women are bad drivers.
It was a spaceship. How the fuck were you gonna not? Like, come on. That's a little dramatic. It was a spaceship came down. You know, your ass would have crashed too.
That dude's got to be trolling.
No, he's
That's gotta be
definitely
a troll
trolling.
comment.
Because
There's no
he
way
said
it's
he
not.
called Jen a narcissist and a wine mom and all that shit. Now the one part I never knew Hulk had a son. That kind of blew me away. I
Yeah,
thought they
so
might
Planet
like.
Hulk, but he looks
No,
like
it's from
shit. He
Planet
looks
Hulk.
like shit, dude. What the fuck did they do to his hair?
No, I watched Planet Hulk 100 times. I don't remember Hulk ever having a son.
No, not the cartoon. The
Okay,
comics, the
no.
comics.
So yeah, the comics went on, right? Because because you saw Planet Hulk, so after him and that chick obviously fall in love after they escape and shit. Yeah, they eventually have a kid. She dies. Sad spoiler alert. She eventually dies.
In the comics, yeah.
In the comics, she dies, and he didn't know he had a son. He didn't even know he had a son until later on. But yeah, they parted ways. She ended up dying, but she had a son, and then he came back around, and then it was like, "Hey, I'm your kid," and it was like a whole thing. But yeah, I didn't read the comics. I just Googled it. Look at how much I know from Googling something.
From Googling. You Googled something. That's cool.
I Googled it and I already know the fucking story. That's what I mean.
Well,
Like people sit there and say you
here's
have
the
to read
problem with
comic
the
books to
chat.
understand. You just have to do
Here's
research.
the problem with the chat. They don't understand that you're not going to win an argument with this woman. Just stop trying.
I'm sorry.
That's
though.
not an argument.
Dude, this is so messed up. Okay, here's the comic book version, right? He's like this warrior, looks like Gladiator with the long black hair, the Gladiator outfit. Bruh.
It's in a ponytail, I think.
Look at his hairline. Look at the way he looks. It's so bad.
Yeah.
What are those?
Oh no, but it's shaved that way on purpose.
Look at this, man. Like, come on. Look at the hairline. It's so bad.
It's shaved for a reason.
And he doesn't even look scary.
He doesn't even look like a Hulk.
He doesn't
What
look
kind of right?
Does this guy look like a gladiator warrior?
He looks like somebody used a reface app to put their face on a Hulk.
Okay,
and that was the
okay,
result.
whatever. Okay, you guys are so fucking funny. Ha ha ha. How about you pull up a picture of Gladiator Hulk and Smart Hulk? How about you do that?
Same issue.
That's not
same
the
issue.
sense. What do you mean?
That's
Smart
my
Hulk and
point.
Gladiator Hulk.
That's my
We
point.
saw Gladiator Hulk and Ragnarok. What do you mean?
I'm saying he don't look shit like you guys are looking at the Gladiator version of
Okay,
Star.
y'all hold
Your
on.
biggest complaint is his fucking haircut. Really? There's
Yo,
way
hold
more
on.
shit
Here's
going on right
Here's
now.
the thing.
CGI,
Y'all call. Hold
CGI
on.
is
Pause.
bad.
My grievance.
Why is
with
he
y'all-
wearing an outfit he stole from fucking
my
Wakanda?
my
You see that
grievance,
shit?
my grievance with y'all saying the Smart Hulk, right? It's not Smart Hulk, okay? It is Bruce Banner finally taking control of Hulk, okay? It is just Bruce Banner. And he explained that, right? In the beginning of She-Hulk, where he's like, I had to spend years trying to like have control as a Hulk instead of having it be my fucking ultra persona.
And he's been a cuck
But-
ever since.
But I'm saying it's not like it's Smart Hulk. It's just Bruce Banner who's gotten control of his Hulk form.
They
That's
did
it.
Hulk wrong, man. Like, he wasn't even able to
Which
fight.
hold on. I'm not
in the
saying
Infinity
it works.
Wars.
I'm
He had
not
to,
saying I like
rely
it.
on Stark Tech. That's
Hold on,
fucked up.
Snyder Steppenwolf. I'm not saying that I like it because like Hulk's whole thing was like Hulk smash. He was a whole other person. Like I'm not saying I like the Bruce Banner Hulk. I'm just saying y'all call it Smart
Hold
Hulk.
up,
like,
hold up. Stop.
It's just fucking Hulk.
Stop. Josh.
Professor Hulk. I
Really? If a spaceship comes out of nowhere, just try this crazy move. Slam the damn brakes.
He was arguing with.
How would that have stopped them from getting a crash?
Yeah, of course. Yes, Samir. I do believe. I mean, I don't think Hulk's a cuck. I'm saying they cucked his character. They made him weak. Like he had to use Stark Tech in Infinity War. He had to use Stark Tech because Thanos put a whooping on him so hard the PTSD made his balls crawl up in his stomach that he couldn't fight no more. And he barely fought. He barely fought in Endgame.
The only thing that's weird that I don't understand is like, so
I'll be
Bruce
right back.
Banner now has control of the Hulk's body, right? But so what the fuck happened to the other person? Like, whatever happened to the actual Hulk inside of the one that was like, Hulk smash?
He's got him
stupid
under
Hulk.
control. The anger's under control. He's still there.
So like when he turns into a human, is that the Hulk now? Just the dummy?
I don't like this Professor Hulk. I never have. It bothers me. It's always bothered me.
I just think it's weird that
Loki says it at the beginning of Infinity War. He's looking right at Thanos and he knows the power Thanos has, but he still thinks Bruce is stronger. He's like, we have a Hulk. And Hulk gets his ass whooped, dude.
I have a question. So
and he ain't been the same since.
Hold on. In Planet Hulk, because again, we're talking about the Hulk because it's two personas, right? You got Bruce Banner and then you have the Hulk. So in Planet Hulk, he was just the fucking Hulk. Or was he Bruce? Because to me, he was the Hulk. So I don't understand the logic with how the Hulk actually works.
The rage is still there, but the Hulk allows Bruce to keep it under control as long as they share. Like,
so is the Hulk
don't
just
don't
the
bottle
rage?
the power up. They came to like an agreement or something. You
So
know,
is Hulk-
I really don't know.
So is the
honestly.
Hulk like Moon Knight? Are we gonna get a Hulk Moon Knight fucking crossover?
I
So
think
they
he's
can
just gonna.
explain- so they can
Someone's gonna
explain
piss him off for real
their
one day.
DID?
Someone's gonna piss him off for real eventually, like when the Red Hulk comes in or something, and he's gonna go back to the Hulk we all know. He's gonna have to.
So
That's
when
what I
the fuck did Bruce Banner get diagnosed with DID? When he became the Hulk? Because I'm very confused. I'm very confused. When Bruce Banner had DID, did they? Because again, I didn't read the older comic books. So did Bruce Banner always have DID and nobody just like mentioned it? And then when he became the Hulk, that's when his DID just got worse.
I don't know what DID is.
How do you not know what DID is? They call it used to be called multiple personality disorder, but it's now DID.
Oh, I don't know. I never believed in it. I never believed that stuff was real.
No, it's real.
Multiple personality. I believe in multiple. I believe in multiple personas. I don't think that any other version of somebody comes in and takes over your body and you don't remember it. Like, I don't believe that shit.
I mean,
Yeah, DID is the same thing that Moon Knight has, by the way. I just keep back high.
But that's what I was saying. Like, did Bruce always have DID, or it just only came out when he became Hulk? But apparently, I read your comments, Snyder said, "Well, I saw it. Much love." But that's why I'm asking. I'm just like, did he always have DID? Or it just came out when he became the Hulk? Because that's what I'm confused. Because in Planet Hulk,
He never
it seemed like he was
remembered.
more the Hulk.
He never remembered.
But he does.
remembered
But he
himself.
did. He did remember when he was Hulk. He remembered the things he did as Hulk.
Really back on topic. Chris, are you gonna boycott Black Adam?
Fuck no. I'm happy as shit about Black Adam. I'm a Rock fan. I'm a Black Adam fan. I'm a fucking Superman fan. And I'm a Henry Cavill fan. Why the fuck would I boycott? Why? Because a bunch of Snyder fucks are pissed off? Fuck them Snyder fucks. How about that? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. You bitch. You get what you want. Then you want more. They somehow give you back Superman. And now you're mad about that. Not hashtag not my Superman. Okay. Then everything he's in, where he's wearing that fucking red S on his chest, means you shouldn't watch him anymore. Because he's the same Superman now that he was in all those other movies. Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, the Justice League, and the Justice League. Like, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me, man. Why are people talking about
Chris, he's not in the black suit, therefore it's justice.
Wow. How many years has it been? The black suit's for healing, right? Hasn't he healed?
So wait, does Zach own the red and blue suit now? I'm so confused.
Zach
I don't
owns
know what
Superman
to do.
apparently, and all of DC Comics characters. Like, that's it. Zach owns that shit now. Look. I've seen these toxic fucks, and it's one thing after watching Skywalker shit the other day, here's what I realized. They're not all there, man. And you can't reason with fucked up people. You can't reason with crazy people.
Actually, Chris, Skywalker actually is talking sense now.
It's like trying to fuck.
Oh yeah, that's right, Chris.
A
Chris,
shark.
Hold on. Actually, Chris Skywalker is actually against these people saying the shit that they're saying about
him and Sil are
boycotting.
calling out the people trying to boycott
they're
Black
actually
Adam.
calling that out. Yeah, they actually are calling that out now. They are calling that out. See,
I guess them call. Okay, so they're not crazy about that. Okay, but all the other shit, the theories they put out there, come on, man. You're not all there to think like that. They're just not. Well, Grace Randolph is shining bright star
like,
or whatever.
I feel like the reason why they're doing this is because they feel like The Rock is going to get the Snyderverse restored. So they want to be on The Rock's
part of
good
the reason
side.
I think they're doing it.
They
Also,
want to get on The Rock's good side.
Also, they're getting a lot of backlash from people. They are. They're getting a lot of backlash. Like, Sil has to do an apology tour right now. He's got to be on his best behavior because everyone knows he's thrown a lot. I'm not saying everything Sil's ever, and I don't even have anything against Sil. I think he's a bit of a fraud. You know, he'll say what you got to say to stay in the algorithm to trick the people into sending you those super chats and everything. But I'm not saying he's gotten everything wrong. Sil has gotten some things right, but most of the shit he throws out there is a half truth or fraudulent bullshit to cater and play on the emotions of people who are so sad in their real life that they need a movie to identify themselves. Like their identity is wrapped up in a director who doesn't know them. He may appreciate them, but they're not homeboys. They're not on the fucking strip together. Like it makes no sense to me. Like, oh, if it's not Snyder, it ain't DC. What the fuck is wrong with you people? And those guys think like that, and others cater to it. They listen. This is the best way I can put it without making it really bad. Okay, guys like Sil, guys like Mikey, they see people who think like that as prey, and they feed on them to fatten their pockets. And guys like Skywalker and that fucking Necro dude and that fucking Leon guy are their useful idiots. They're tools. They're pawns. They're foot soldiers. That's really what I believe about those people. And you have to be mentally ill to take your orders from another fucking man.
Oh, speaking of Sil and Skywalker, they're doing a Twitter space right now.
Like I said, they got to run damage control, do an apology tour.
The title of it's called Boycotts and Imitators.
Yeah, I don't agree with that boycotting shit. That's just dumb to me, man. That is so dumb. That's just so dumb. Let's get out there and support that movie, man. If you're a DC fan in any way,
that Twitter space shit, huh? RJ.
Yeah.
They're really trying to jump on those Twitter spaces. they saw ours do really well. They're like, they're onto something. We gotta start doing Twitter Spaces.
Well, that's not the first time you guys have done that and got a big audience.
No,
you guys
no,
done
it's
it
not.
three
That's
we
times.
don't do it like every week. We do
Yeah.
it when it's like maximum impact. It's like, oh, something's like really popping, trending. Let's talk about it.
I'm happy for because I'm not a DC guy. You guys know that. I'm more Terminator, Predator, but I love Marvel, and I'm a Star Wars guy, but I also love DC and Marvel. I just don't consume as much DC as everybody else does. Okay, I know the main hard hitters. Deathstroke's my favorite, but I'm still happy for all my DC friends to get what they want because it's important to a DC fan to see Superman on that big screen. That's a big deal, man. And the fact that it's Henry Cavill back in that suit, you know, and I did see how excited like Eddie was. Eddie said he almost cried. And it's like a 10-second scene. You know what I mean?
Wait, Eddie said he almost cried?
Oh, yeah. Eddie's video. He's like, I got goosebumps. I was tearing up. You know, he already went and he couldn't stop himself. He had to go see that end credit scene when it leaked. He had we all did. We all did.
Do y'all want to listen to Sill's Twitter space?
Not really.
If are we making fun of him?
No, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest.
The other night,
I'm not gonna make fun of it. They're making fun of the boycotters, I think.
Yeah,
so.
he's all this guy. The one that makes me mad. It's not even Sil and Mikey. It's the people that follow. I can't stand motherfuckers like Skywalker. I've tried to be cool with that dude. Then I just watched them turn on Zod. You know what I mean? They turned on Zod.
Why are they turning on Zod?
Because me and Saggy and all of us went on that. Zod had that stream to try to squash shit when it was starting to get ugly last time, and after San Diego Comic-Con, and we all went on there and was like, look, man, let's all just get along, man. You know? And
I
Zod
thought they
did
were
that.
fine with that.
No, Leon was like, yeah, you traitor, you sell out, but I don't give a fuck about your dumbass stream with all these other dumb motherfucking, what do you call us, betas. You know, telling
So
he ain't
he's
part of the
mad that Zod tried to broker peace.
Yeah. Oh no, that Leon dude is that dude's a studio gangster. Like straight up, that dude's in prison. What we would call him is a Chuck Hole warrior. You know, motherfucker who screams out the door like they're real tough, but when you shit.
You know what's annoying? You know what's annoying? Like Zod might like believe some of the things they say, and that's his right to do so. But Zod has always been one of the real ones for me personally. And when I say that, I mean he's always like, when it comes to certain drama with certain people like that he's close to, he does stay the fuck out of it. You know, and he has supported me and defended me and against those people, and I think that's why he gets shit on.
Zod's good people.
Oh yeah,
Zod's good people.
Zod.
I used to not like that dude, but after I talked to him, Zod's good people, man. So if you're gonna sit there and shit on somebody because they didn't get in line,
have you guys seen Geralt? Geralt's like completely changed as a person. It's night and day. Geralt's like way more positive, and now it's like actually being like, yeah, go support Black Adam, go watch Stargirl. It's like, what the fuck happened? Like Geralt's like totally different now.
well, I'm not gonna like watch Stargirl, but
don't care.
but I'm happy people.
But yeah, I want to say
I was a big Doom Patrol fan.
What happened?
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Oh no, you go.
No, I was gonna say, Chris, you actually like. I started watching Stargirl, 2 episodes in. It's actually good.
It's the one where she got the staff, right?
Yeah,
like
it's
the staff
really
of Ra
good.
or some shit. Now the fight scene,
it's actually really good.
The fight scene people were showing on Twitter, I was like, dude, that's a TV show. That shit looks like a movie.
Dude, like shit. Like the first 2 episodes, I'm like, this is pretty impressive. Like this.
I
is,
remember
got some
looking
good
at that
world building.
going-
It's got like it's actually a good show this far.
Hold on. So Anna said, I've never heard a positive thing about Zod, to be honest. Because like, here's the thing: there are certain people.
Well, it's because I beef with him too. So
yeah, I mean, I've had beef with Zod, but we always talk through things, and that's the thing. Like Zod, regardless of how you feel about his opinions or thoughts about things, Zod has always been willing and capable of having a civilized discussion and working things out. He puts all of the YouTube drama, petty bullshit aside, and he'll talk to you. And that's why I will always have respect for him, because there are certain times where like he's tried to talk to people. Maybe those people just don't get along. They're not going to talk. They can't see eye to eye. And that's their own personal thing. But when it comes to Zod, if you consider him a friend, he will treat you like a friend, and he will put his personal, he'll put the like YouTuber, internet, online persona shit aside. Like he'll set that aside, and he'll talk to you like a person and treat you like a person, which is why when the drama was going on, it got a lot much for him, because he was stuck in the middle. He's like, fuck it, we're gonna do this this neutral grounds open panel
I didn't want
and
nothing
have
to
everyone
do
put
with
their
him.
grievance on it.
I didn't
No,
want
but that's what I'm
nothing to do
saying.
with
He's
him, and he
he's
reached out
very
to me.
misunderstood.
That'll be cool.
He's
And I
very
was like, I don't want
misunderstood.
shit to do with this dude. And Ashley actually called me. And she's like, Chris, trust me, when you get to know the guy, you're gonna like him. And I'm like, well,
Yeah,
if Saggy says it and Ashley says it, I gotta go ahead and give it a shot. And I ended up liking the guy. He's good people,
right.
man.
When if you become friends with him, like he is a good friend. Like aside from the YouTube stuff, like he's had disagreements with me before. He's had disagreements with RJ. He's had disagreements with a lot of people, and you know it gets like to the point where like he's just trying to have fun. He's just trying to be around people who like the same things he likes, talk about it, be excited for it.
But the people he's cool with, man, I look, I cannot have respect. I'm sorry, as a man, I hate to go alpha on this, but I cannot have respect for a fucking man who goes on his streams every night calling me out and calling all of us out and saying we won't go on face cam and we won't come on his panel. Max went over there. I went over there. He wouldn't let us on. He ignored me completely. I had to get on Twitter and call him out 3 times on video showing my face. And I'm like, dude, I'm a 48-year-old overweight fucking nerd with 4 front fake teeth. And you think, and you can't let me on? You should be able to own my ass. He knows, because every time we argued on Max's stream, he knows he just can't win with me. But I don't, if you're going to call somebody out and then ignore them, well, bro, man, you a bitch, man. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but to me, that's a bitch. I hate to get all.
But Zod wouldn't do that. Zod wouldn't do that to you.
I hate to get all alpha about that kind of shit, you know.
But Zod wouldn't do that to you. That's the thing.
I ain't one of those meet me in real life guys, man. I ain't that dude. I might talk shit like that.
Zod wouldn't do that, and I will never.
No, Zod wouldn't, but Skywalker will. That dude's a bitch,
but I
man.
would never project my feelings towards people he associates with onto him. That's just not what I do. Like everyone, I am no one's fucking boss. I'm no one's master. I don't get to fucking tell people who they can associate with, because again, he's there.
If I paid you a little bit of money, I bet I could get you.
No, here's the thing.
Dominatrix shit for me.
People are friends online with people they're friends with because of their own personal reasons. Those people might be good to them, and that builds up loyalty, and that's fine. But that doesn't mean I have to be cool with them. Those aren't my friends. I don't have to be nice to them. I don't have to not call them out by name or shit on them when I feel like it. But that has nothing to do with the person I like, and they know that. And if they want to judge me for that, then that's their right. But I'm not going to ever tell anyone they can't associate with you.
But you also know how I am. You know how I get, man. The bipolar, it seeks in sometimes pretty deep. Like, I got a lot of motherfuckers on here I'm close with. I got a lot of motherfuckers on here I truly care about. But when I'm in that zone where I am freaking the fuck out, you or Ashley, that's it. I don't want to talk to nobody else. Leave me the fuck alone. Because I need somebody to pull me in, man. Because I get out there bad sometimes.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Like I man, sometimes I don't even know why the fuck I'm mad.
Well,
you know how many times a day I get asked, Chris, why are you yelling? You know how many times a day I get asked that?
Me too. I get asked that every time I'm on the street. Why is this chick always yelling in the spaces? Why is this chick always yelling and mad? Why is she yelling? I'm like, I'm just fucking loud. I'm not always yelling. I'm just loud. And here's the thing too. I also will
Black
say
Adam, I think it's dumb though, and I'm not trying to get anyone to like She-Hulk either. If you don't like it, you just don't like it. I love it.
When I have my headphones on, which as I have now, right? I have these headphones. They're really good headphones. They're like noise cancellation headphones. So like when I have my headphones on, especially, I don't have a sense of my volume, right? So I'll feel like I'm not talking loud enough. So I'll start talking louder because I'll feel like I'm not talking loud enough because I can't hear much outside of these headphones.
Oh,
right?
That's not why. It's
I don't have good volume control.
I'm a
sometimes,
fucking
too.
Guinea, man. I'm a wop. I'm a Dago. Italians are loud. It's just that's I hate to live that stereotype. I'm not one of those,
that would be cool.
I'm not one of those Jersey Shore motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But I'm Midwest Italian,
Saggy,
man.
can you tone down your voice, please? God.
Oh my God, I love Saggy's voice and that accent.
Tone it
God
down
damn.
a little bit. Shit.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go.
Where you going?
I'm just kidding. Well, no, I do actually have to go. I have a hair appointment. I gotta get my hair did.
Oh, what are you doing? I want pictures.
I'm just getting it straight, and it's been friggin'.
So, are you finally done with your little hiatus?
I said I was taking a hiatus on Twitter. What the fuck? RJ, can you just stop?
Why? I'm gonna give you shit like you give me shit.
Well, because
RJ, you straight up said you were retired, bro, and you literally have been doing nothing but going on panels and doing live streams on your channel and everything, and everyone's asking you, like, did you say you were retiring, or you? Because retirement means you don't do content. You've been doing content since you announced your retirement. I haven't done content since I said I was on hiatus, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to appear on a stream once in a while. But I feel like
if you're on here, it means there's no hiatus. You lied.
That's not true.
You are on a stream by yourself.
Hashtag
Nobody else is going to come
Saggy
on.
Maya.
Okay, next time you're on a stream and you're gonna bore the fuck out of your chat, I won't come on to bring you guys some entertainment. You're welcome.
No,
Wow, these two. I hate it. I hate it when these two argue because they go personal. They get rough. You guys are mean. You guys bully.
Oh no, I abuse RJ. I abuse him.
Oh no, yeah, she keeps me on a leash and beats the shit out of me constantly and verbally abuses
See, that's
me.
what I'm trying to get. How much for that? How much for that, Saggy? Give me a price. I'm in.
It's a lot. RJ pays a lot for me to abuse him. He's got money.
I
man.
want
He
that kind of
pays.
abuse.
Yeah, he pays for it.
I pay her in Fortnite skins.
That's true. He does. He buys me a lot of Fortnite skins. He has bought me a lot of Fortnite skins. Like randomly too. I'll just be on. I'll be like, "Oh, RJ sent you a skin for Fortnite." I was like, "Yay! I can look cool." And I haven't even played Fortnite in a while. I've played Overwatch.
Playing
though.
Overwatch.
Oh my
I've
god,
been watching
dude!
you play
No,
Overwatch
no,
last night.
dude. We were playing Overwatch last night, and like, dude, we were getting matched with some of the worst players, and like, me and RJ had to be support just because our teammates were so bad, and even then we were.
Doesn't it bother you what
I
they're
hate that
doing?
shit. What?
With what?
Blizzard and Overwatch. It doesn't bother you the shit they're doing with the phones and
The phone thing they're getting rid of.
the
with
2-tier
Overwatch
locking
2.
system. That feels to me like they're literally targeting people that are too poor to have like these expensive fucking 10-year phone programs and providers and shit.
Yeah. I mean, well, here's the thing. They got rid of the phone thing. If you played the game before, like if you played the original Overwatch, it is kind of fucked up. But I understand what they're trying to like stop cheaters and like people who like make.
No, I get
Smurf
that, but it
accounts.
also feels like they're because now I'm hearing they're going to do the same thing with Modern Warfare 2. So
Yeah,
I
that's
canceled.
stupid. That's
I
stupid.
canceled my pre-order. I canceled it. I don't want it. Give my
Wait,
money
what's
back.
this about phone numbers? What happened? I don't
So
know.
with Activision Blizzard for Overwatch 2, they require you to have like your cell phone connected to your Blizzard.net account, but they got rid of that requirement recently if you play the original Overwatch, just for new players. But when Modern Warfare 2 comes out, you need to have a phone number to stop people from cheating, trolling, and smurfing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it's going to be a new requirement for a lot of online games moving forward. So they want your phone number.
So personally, I don't care about that because, like, I mean, I'm not too bothered because I don't smurf in Overwatch. I only smurf in Apex Legends when I'm.
Oh,
bored.
if they do it in Apex Legends, Saggy's fucked.
Oh, dude, I'm screwed. There goes my content. There goes my content I used to make when I used to like own lobbies on Apex by smurfing. But
Yeah, if they make you have to have a phone number for Apex, Saggy's gonna like walk into the forest.
because like
and never come back.
Overwatch doesn't bother me because like even in Apex Legends, right? So when you smurf in Apex Legends, you're only like smurfing until you're like level 12, right? And then they start matching you in the normal lobbies that you would be in, if not even better lobbies than you're originally in. So like because they base it on your KD. So like I've smurfed and I got to level 5 in one match I got in. I was in there with fucking Apex Predators and shit and Masters. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's because my KD was so high that they started matching me in bigger lobbies to see like, and I like kind of how their system
I
works.
tried
So, like,
that shit when it first came out. The first one, I'm sorry, and I understand why it caught on, like Apex and all those other games. But I'm sorry, man, but I do not like.
I like Apex Mobile.
Overwatch. I think it sucks, man.
I
can't get a handle on it on what I'm supposed to do, man.
Overwatch is okay once you get used to it.
It's a team game. You capture objectives, you move points, or you work with your team.
I
Yeah,
love
every
Apex,
character-
I love Call of Duty. I've never
Every
done the other one.
character. So the only thing that like, so everyone criticized Apex for being like trying to be like Overwatch, but there's a difference. Even though each character in Apex has their own special unique abilities that can help you in a fight, you don't need them. I've literally played with players who have not used any abilities and still like won games with them because they just like, it's about how good you shoot. The abilities help you, but you don't necessarily need them. But with Overwatch, yeah, you definitely need to use your abilities. So when you have a team built up,
How do
you
you
have to
know
build up.
that? How the fuck
How
does
do
he
you know
know?
what?
Do I know you, Antonio?
Hmm?
I am
I
a
think he was
huge
just
Rainbow
asking.
Six Siege fan. Like I don't know how he knew that. How the
He's
fuck
reading-
did he
he's
know
reading
that?
your
Well,
mind.
Question. It was a question. I don't think he knew. I think he just asked the question.
Yeah, he's asking you a question if you like
Oh,
it.
I thought he was like, yeah, I'm a huge Rainbow Six Siege fan. My boy Nick and Jay Bird,
Antonio
Andy,
stalking you.
they taught me how to play that shit, and I fell in love with it, dude. I fell in love with that game. That one, and my favorite game mode on Call of Duty has always been Search. Yeah, I love shit like that. But yeah, I don't know, something about that's crazy that that's the first game he brought up. But yeah, I do love Rainbow Six Siege. I mean,
Whoa,
but I like Apex
Donovan.
too. Apex
Donovan,
was
no, Donovan. That's not why Overwatch
What?
is overrated. Overwatch isn't overrated because the female characters. It's an overall good strategy game.
I don't know. There's
Like-
a bad bitch in that first one. What's her name? Black Widow? The Widow?
The Widowmaker?
Yeah, dude. Yo, what's that rule where they always have adult films based on?
Oh, Rule 34?
Yeah, I'm gonna look her up now that I remember. I forgot to look her up, man, because that character's badass. And I like the dude too, though. The Agent 209, Agent 807, Agent 60. You know, what I'm
Agent
talking about?
Soldier 76?
Oh, Soldier 76.
Yeah, he's fun to play with. Because he's simple. He's simplistic. But
Yeah, the
yo,
characters
Widowmaker
are
has
good.
I'm an artist, okay? I'm an artist. You guys know this. I've never seen a more perfectly animated ass than Widowmaker on any
Have you
video
not
game
seen Loba?
ever.
Have you not seen Loba on Apex Legends, bro?
I've
you
seen
for
her. I
real?
just don't think she has a better ass than Widowmaker.
Are you saying? Oh my God, get out of here, RJ.
The only thing that comes
RJ.
close, is that chick from Devil May Cry.
Loba is
Uh,
literally Latino. She
2B
got
as
Latino
well,
booty.
2B.
Oh yeah, well see, but 2B, that's a given. You know what I mean? My boy Andy put me up on 2B. Like he's got her all over his house. Like I'm drawing a picture of her for him right now.
Yeah, Saggy's right, though. Ain't nothing beating Widowmaker. Or, sorry, Loba.
Yeah, Loba's ass is thick. She's Latina, bro.
Is she
Like,
one of the
got Latino
DLCs?
No,
No, she's not
Loba is, I don't remember exactly. Loba was added pretty soon after launch, I thought.
Yeah. By the way, I love how everyone's like talking about Widowmaker. Yes, her design is beautiful. She got thick ass. Cool. She fucking sucks to you. She's just a fucking sniper.
Yeah,
She's
no,
a
no,
like sniper.
nobody plays Widowmaker. Nobody plays Widowmaker.
Like, not many people play Widowmaker anymore. Like she's really weak as far as like she's weak because she's a sniper.
She's a
but,
cool
like,
character for like story and cutscenes, but in terms of actually playing as
Yeah,
her,
like
fuck
actual
that.
play, she's hard to play because, like I said, she's just a sniper. Like she is just a sniper.
like
Well, what's the one from like Devil May Cry that comes flipping at you and she does the spins and she somersaults and it's all cutscene and like her outfit? I'm talking, dude, when she flips and spreads her legs, straight up moose knuckle, bro, like pure moose knuckle,
Are you talking
right
about
there
Bayonetta?
in your face.
Bayonetta?
Huh?
Bayonetta?
Yeah, it sounds like Bayonetta.
No, this is Devil May Cry. This is Devil May Cry.
Because there's what? There's Devil May Cry. There's Trish. There's
She's in all white. She looks
All
like Killer
white.
Frost. She comes flipping at you on the bridge in one of the.
I have an
earlier
answer for that,
scenes.
Anthony. Highlight Anthony Beltry's comment. Because fuck RJ's
didn't know
opinion.
Anthony
Because I got
was
an
in here.
opinion. Because I play mobile games. So like, I'm not surprised that they're moving into mobile. I think that's also why Hideo Kojima kind of had his falling out. I've read articles where the
Because
issue
Konami
was-
treats everybody like shit.
Well, no.
Way, I
So
found the
so
name of the
Konami.
character. It's Lady from Devil May
Okay.
Cry.
So
There
so
you go.
Konami was trying to do more mobile versions of Metal Gear, and Hideo didn't want to kind of go to the mobile gaming route, and that was the differences that they
No,
had.
look
That's what I
what-
read in
look
the
what-
article.
yeah,
but I
you're
will
right.
say
That's true. What was the other mobile
Right.
game they just tried to pass off? And they're like, "What? Don't y'all have phones?"
right. So
I got
I
the
think
poster
the mobile.
on my wall. What's the name of the game, Saggy?
I
The
think that
RPG.
they. Right. I think that it's not
Why
really
you keep
that
saying
bad.
right, not answering my fucking question?
Wait, what are you asking?
Breathe.
'Cause I'm trying to answer this one.
Oh, I thought you already answered that one.
No, I
what's
was
that
finishing it.
game? There's 3 of them, and they put the 4th one on mobile, and it pissed everybody off. I've literally
What, for
got
Metal
the-
Gear?
No, it's an RPG. But Kojima saw that happen and was like, "Nope." For Metal Gear,
I forgot. Oh,
it's a
Diablo?
super Diablo. Thank you, Diablo. They fucking
Do you guys,
went, "Hey,
do you guys not have phones?
You guys don't
Remember
have
that?
phones? What, you guys don't eat
So
cows?"
so here's the thing. I like that they're putting some games onto mobile just because like for instance, I play Apex on mobile, and I will say this, Apex on mobile is amazing. Like it's so much better than I ever thought it was going to be. And that's just because it feels like you're playing an Apex Legends game. And that's why it works, because it is a really great battle royale style game.
Some people
now,
like the COD mobile if you hook it to your computer and run it to a big screen.
I
they
use
don't
a
like
controller
playing with their
mobile.
fingers.
I don't.
Yeah.
I play COD Mobile too, and it's not that bad as long as the mobile version feels as close as they can to an actual console version. I'm okay with it because, like I said, I have a controller, a specific controller specifically for mobile phones that I use, and you can actually connect your Xbox, your PlayStation controllers to your phone. So I think that it's not a bad idea to kind of get more people into mobile gaming. As well, because like I said, if you don't have like a Switch or, because they want you to be able to play your games on the go. And since everybody already has phones, you could play these games on your phone. So I think it's not that bad.
You got to have good connection for that shit, though.
Oh,
no, actually, my connection has been pretty good. Huh?
Did you guys see it? Those climate activists like threw tomato sauce at the Vincent Van Gogh painting.
Wow. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you not see that?
No, I did not see that.
Here,
that
do you want me to show you the video?
Are you fucking kidding? Dude, go ask Brodan about how I get about somebody fucking with somebody else's art. Let alone art like that.
Whoa.
That's Vincent Van fucking Gogh, dude. Are they fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Why do they do it, though?
Because they were protesting climate change or something.
What the fuck
does that have to do with Vincent Van Gogh?
Hold up, I'm pulling up the video. Because this has gone viral. People are like really pissed off about this.
Oh my God, no. 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 Is that real?
Yes, it's real, Chris. Yes. Vincent Van Gogh's flower.
Look at the painting. That's one of his most famous paintings. That painting is worth millions. Are they fucking insane?
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Oh my God! If I was a security guard, I'd have domed them. No joke, guys. I hate to speak violence, but I'd have put two in their fuck. I'd have tapped them. I'd have double tapped them. Pow pow, dude. That's insane.
Yeah, Vincent Van Gogh's sunflowers has been defiled and destroyed.
Dude, Sunflowers is one of his most famous, most iconic paintings, dude. Like, no joke.
I hope that was a copy. I hope that wasn't the original.
I hope that wasn't real, man.
Okay.
I hope that wasn't the actual.
So apparently there was glass behind it, or like a mirror thing, so it didn't like this. The painting's fine, but they did glue themselves to the wall behind it to try and make sure. That's what they're doing with they're gluing their hands, so they're stuck to the wall, so they couldn't get removed easily. All this to protest anti-fossil fuel.
That looks so fucking real to me. I'm glad.
So the painting's okay?
The painting's okay. Apparently the painting's okay. But it almost got destroyed. It was very close to being destroyed. Because of the tomato sauce, the way it is. So.
Well, certain things like that are acidic.
Yeah.
And
we're going to protest by fucking damaging property.
And in some of those museums, they'll let certain people, oh dude, it's crazy. They'll let you in the room and they're covered, but they're not 100% covered. But guys like Van Gogh,
so they said they did
Picasso, they get their shit locked down.
Here's my thing, like why defile and destroy the sunflowers painting to protest according to them to protest fossil fuels and climate change.
I don't know. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Because they needed a grand gesture.
What did Vincent Van Gogh do to you?
What the fuck did Van Gogh do?
It had nothing to do with Van Gogh. It was a grand gesture. They needed to do something really extreme to get attention. That's crazy. I hope. I would hope. I hate when people do that shit. Like, you don't have to do that extreme to get attention, dude. Like, use the fucking internet. Say some offensive shit. Do a TikTok or something. Like, holy shit, I don't know why fucking people just like. You're damaging property. Why?
Glue yourself to a fucking bullet train. How about that? Glue yourself
to
one
of them. What did Van Gogh do?
That's the one using all the fuel and blah, blah, blah. And why is it always, you know what I mean? It's always here or in Europe that they pull this
Did they get arrested?
I believe so, yes.
Evil Anthony, you know what? That's for Evil Ties tonight. I wanted to shill for a second, if it's okay. before.
It was
I
so
dip
so
out.
it was soup.
Halloween Ends was last
sorry,
night,
tomato soup. Tomato soup. Yes, I thought it was tomato
and
sauce.
you guys got to go listen to what Matt Jarbo said about it because he said everything I was thinking almost
Who
about.
cares about what Matt Jarvis saying?
Halloween Ends is going to be very divisive. Halloween Ends is going to fuck some people up. They're going to be like, wait, what?
I'm curious, Degrassi. Why aren't you going to go see Black Adam? I'm just curious. Hans, why are you not going to go see Black Adam?
He said, I'm not. Degrassi said, I'm not boycotting Black Adam.
No, I know. So I'm asking why they're both not going to go see it.
Oh my God, they even know about the soup. Okay, here's the article. 2 young women from the campaign group Just Stop Oil threw the contents of 2 tins of Heinz tomato soup over the painting, which the group said has an estimated value of $84.2 million. What
the fuck?
They then glued themselves to the wall beneath the painting. Read more, hold on. In a statement posted on Twitter, the National Gallery confirmed the incident in room 43, where sunflowers was displayed, and gave an update on its condition. There is some minor damage to the frame, but the painting is unharmed. It said in a I can't even read that word. The gallery explained that the painting was glazed and therefore protected. London's Metropolitan Police confirmed they were responding to the incident that the protesters had been arrested on suspicion of criminal damage and aggravated trespassing. Friday's incident is the latest in a series of protests targeting famous works of art in a bid to draw attention to the role of fossil fuels and climate change. In July, members of Just Stop Oil glued themselves to a copy of Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper at the Royal Academy of the Art in London. The same month, activists from the group glued themselves to a masterpiece held in the National Gallery, while members of the Italian climate activism group glued themselves to Botticelli's Primavera in Florence.
Basically, really famous paintings.
Yes, basically really famous paintings. According to the statement, Just Stop Oil timed Friday's act to coincide with the planned launch of the new round of oil and gas licensing in UK. So that's the story.
$84 million painting just sitting out there for these little punks to fucking ruin, man.
That's
damn.
incorrect, Hans. That's incorrect. And I mean, listen, if you think the movie looks boring, that's
I don't know. I kind of do believe maybe you have a poster of The Rock somewhere in your room, though.
I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. Someone wants to buy me that'd be cool.
You seem like a Brahma bull to me.
I have a Brahma Bull workout shirt, but that's about it. So
Hans, I respect Hans. Me and Hans go way back.
No, I respect his opinion.
I love him. I do. But I don't know why he wouldn't. It just looks boring. Motherfucker, I know the shit. I know some of the shit you watch, Hans.
It looks epic, man. It looks like
I mean,
by the way, so The Rock just did an interview. This is Saggy's man. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Them in one script, and it was just a mosh of just put them both together because they're both connected. So that's when I said, we can't do it like this. We have to respect Shazam and his origin story, and that has to be his own movie. Respect Black Adam. This has to be his own movie. Build them up, and then they can do this.
I'm waiting for the crossover, and
the crossovers, yeah, they're gonna happen.
I'm waiting
for them in one script.
See, he's saying Shazam's coming, motherfucker. We're getting down. Superman of the trilogy. We're gonna get Superman versus Shazam and Black Adam.
Yeah, he did basically confirm that. Yeah, they are gonna meet up soon.
That's one of the best DC animated movies ever. Is the Shazam Superman versus Black Adam one? It's so good.
But he has said that. He basically said like, hey, it makes more sense for them to do movies separate from each other, and then you do Shazam's origin, Black Adam's origin, then they meet up. And I agree with that. I'm fine with that. I don't know how you feel, Chris, but I'm okay with that.
Dude, come on, man. My favorite out of all the DC stuff that's ever been made, my favorite is still the animated stuff. I love it. I watch them over and over. Flashpoint Paradox, Crisis on Infinite Earth. Dude, I watch them over and over. The movies are okay, but like I said, I watch a lot of shit that people hate. Okay, I really liked Green Lantern. The Hot Wheel track, come on, man, it's dope as shit. He made a Hot Wheel track with a ring, man. Like shit was dope. But I mean, the outfit was horrible. But I like the what's his name as Sinestro? What is his name? He played Sinestro.
Ooh, in the animation?
No, the actual movie. I like.
Oh,
no,
Mark
I
Strong.
love
Mark
the Green.
Strong.
Yeah, I loved him as Sinestro, and I didn't care for the villain too much, even though I like that guy. You know.
Parallax was god awful in that movie.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Wow. Look at this, Saggy. You still
What?
there?
What?
No, she always does that. She'll just get quiet and she'll dip out, won't say bye or nothing. She just.
I know she does that shit. Look, someone made a positive video saying support Black Adam. See?
Yeah, because they need. Look, they can't.
I'm
look.
supposed to care why?
Yeah, but listen, that's
I'm just saying,
that's
Jacob.
cap. You know that, right? That's fucking bullshit.
Nah, I
that's
think it's
that's
genuine. I
damage
think it's
control.
genuine.
Oh, I think it's genuine, but it's damage control. Okay, I'm sure they want Superman back, but this is just well, we can't, say that we're okay with people boycotting Black Adam because that means they're boycotting Superman, and that's the whole reason they're boycotting it anyway. It's because it's not Zack Snyder, and we got to somehow get all the butts back in the seat to get the Snyder stuff to happen. Although that's another thing, no one's really that's another thing I haven't heard anybody talk about. You think The Rock's gonna invest all this motherfucking time to build up this new JSA just so Snyder can come in and take it over? You really think that's gonna happen? No, man, that ain't happening. No, I don't. Look, man, I really believe that Snyder's gone. He's gone, man. Years from now, later on down the line, like when the Eagles got back together, or you hear about Judas Priest, or Iron Maiden's reunion tour or something like that, maybe you get Snyder in. But as of right now, the Rock's running the show with Warner Brothers money. That's what got Henry Cavill back. Warner Brothers fucking
Why is
money.
this an interesting trio, William? What's wrong with the three amoebas?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, Saggy, you're gonna run DC Films now, I guess. So what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm gonna run them. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I think that's pretty much. I mean, we've gone for almost like 2.5 hours. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I got to seek my piece about She-Hulk. I didn't give a fuck who don't like it. I loved it. What's up? What?
Yeah,
Come at me, bros. Come at me, broettes. Come on.
So yeah. Next weekend I'll probably do something. Maybe because I don't think I'm gonna do another stream this weekend. Maybe next weekend I'll talk about Black Adam finally.
Wow, a whole weekend. You're gonna have to absolutely. You're not gonna talk about Halloween.
I would, but I want to watch with my dad. He's out of town because my Uncle Charles is passing away of cancer. So he's in.
Let me tell you something, man.
He's going to Vegas right now and visiting him.
You spend every fucking minute with your dad you can. Trust me.
That's what I'm saying, man. I want to watch. I'm gonna wait to watch it with him. So I'm gonna wait for when he gets back from visiting my Uncle Charles.
Although my old man be making me watch dumb shit, man. Deadliest Catch and shit. I don't give a fuck about no crabs, man, but he makes me watch that shit.
It don't matter to me. You spend time with your pops. That's all that matters.
Spending time with my pops. That's all that matters, man. But
I probably
Wicked
won't see Halloween Kills for probably a couple weeks, to be honest.
Halloween Kills was a year ago. If you ain't seen it
Sorry. I keep mixing up the titles.
Yeah.
Ends.
Matt did announce. Well, no, he I think his review had some spoilers in it, so maybe don't. But listen, guys, if you have seen the movie, go listen to what Matt Jarbo had to say about it, because I was sweating him last night on Twitter. RJ, I was like, bro, it dropped at midnight. I'm watching it. Are you watching it yet? He's like, no, there's only he's like, I can't really watch it right now because I don't really have I don't want to wait for 10 gigs. If you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
why would Aquaman be?
And I'm like, bro, you can have my Peacock. Just watch the fucking movie.
Right. Yeah.
I'll give you my Peacock. Just watch. But he ended up getting the movie, and he's like, all right, Chris, I'm watching it now. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he did a review at like 2 a.m. And I think he did it because I asked him to. So I got a shill for Maddie. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, I started watching Stargirl. Like I said earlier, I might have to do a stream about Stargirl. It's actually really good.
Hey, a lot of people told me to watch shit I didn't think I would like. Brodan was like, Chris, Doom Patrol.
All right, y'all, I gotta go get ready for my appointment.
I want to see your hair when you're done.
Right, bye,
coloring
everybody.
it, dyeing it red.